power. Mo fi àsìkò yìí, mo fi kí bàbá wa, the leader and the one that is going to lead the Yoruba people out of the current state of Nigeria. And that is no one else but Professor Adebanji Akitoye. We are grateful to have him at this very particular time. Láti ràn wá lọ́wọ́, láti lè help wa as we continue to ask for our right to self-determination. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI, and I say good morning and welcome to the program. As we know on this platform, what we do is we talk about everything that we need to know on reasons why Yoruba people has no more option, and the only option left is for us to exit Nigeria. So I say a very good morning. We are just about to start. It's just about 1:15, and I welcome you. And I say, please sit back and let us also remember to share the program, because it is very important rather, that we, the Yorubas and the non-Yorubas, needs now to tell the politicians reasons why it is important that the current structure of Nigeria can no longer hold. And we will now want us to sit together and discuss the way forward. And the only way forward now is for the Yorubas to exit Nigeria. Nothing less, nothing more. We need to exit Nigeria because Nigeria can no longer hold exactly the dreams. Politicians cannot protect us anymore. And that is why we are doing what we are doing by now asking for a full dissolution of Nigeria. And without that, there will be so much chaos and problems as the Fulanis continue to intimidate and also attack innocent Nigerians from every part of the current state of the country. And welcome back to Koikimedia Live, where we will continue from where we stop on reasons why Nigeria now needs to break. It does not matter how you feel about Nigeria. Nigeria has now come to its expiration, and the Yorubas and the rest that needs to break must be given the room to negotiate whether we want to remain one or not. So good morning, and please share the program as we kickstart with this particular edition of Yoruba Nation campaign. Welcome to those that are new, and welcome to those that are returning back, because there is a lot to discuss. Let's listen to this and I come back in a minute.
They are systematically taking over Nigeria, and they want to make Nigeria into a Muslim caliphate. The Fulani ethnic militia, the Muslim terrorists, go into Christian villages. They're not coming in with cattle. They're coming in on motorcycles with AK-47s and killing everything that moves, and then destroying and razing the entire village.
And yelling Allahu Akbar
Allahu Akbar while doing it. And it has nothing to do with climate change. These are nomadic herders that have 5 500-year-old view of cattle farming, Nigeria was 70% Christian.
Amazing.
Now it's 50-50. It's 50% Muslim, 50% Christian.
Because they've been killing.
Because they have been going back to their systematic jihad. Now, look, Islam has conquered every civilization it's touched since 640 AD through three methods of jihad. One, cultural jihad. We'll move in, we'll blend in with the population as we're a minority. Then they start gaining a population, having lots of kids. Then once they get a population, they do political jihad. All right?
And cultural.
Then cultural jihad. Then after political jihad, once they have the political cover to do the violence, they go into violent jihad and take over territory. And that is how they have systematically taken over all of Northern Africa.
Well, and what's particularly interesting when you dig a little deeper is that the Fulani tribe doesn't just exist in Nigeria. They're in Sierra Leone and Senegal and right across the border, right? I mean, throughout the center and east of Africa and west.
And for some magical reason, every country they touch turns into war.
Yes, and when you
turns into genocide and turns into war. Every country that they touch.
Well, let's listen back to that one more time. As we have said it, that there is an agenda to Islamize Nigeria, and it is important that everybody gets the message right.
They are systematically taking over Nigeria, and they want to make Nigeria into a Muslim caliphate. And the Fulani ethnic militia, the Muslim terrorists, go into Christian villages. They're not coming in with cattle. They're coming in on motorcycles with AK-47s and killing everything that moves, and then destroying and razing the entire village.
And yelling Allahu Akbar.
Yelling Allahu Akbar while doing it. And it has nothing to do with climate change. These are nomadic herders that have 500-year-old view of cattle farming. Nigeria was 70% Christian.
Amazing.
Now it's 50-50. It's 50% Muslim, 50% Christian.
Because they've been killing.
Because they have been going back to their systematic jihad. Now, look, Islam has conquered every civilization it's touched since 640 AD through three methods of jihad. One, cultural jihad. We'll move in, we'll blend in with the population as we're a minority. Then they start gaining a population, having lots of kids. Then once they get a population, they do political jihad. All right?
And cultural.
Then cultural jihad. Then after political jihad, once they have the political cover to do the violence, they go into violent jihad and take over territory. And that is how they have systematically taken over all of Northern Africa.
Well, and what's particularly interesting when you dig a little deeper is that the Fulani tribe doesn't just exist in Nigeria. They're in Sierra Leone and Senegal and right across the border, right? I mean, throughout the center and east of Africa and west.
And for some magical reason, every country they touch turns into war.
Yes, and when you
turns into genocide and turns into war. Every country that they touch.
Every country they touch turns into a war. Into the ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ náà nìyẹn bí a ti ṣe ń palẹ̀mọ́ sílẹ̀ fún broadcast ìtàárọ̀ yìí. Mo kí wa pé welcome once again, and please do share the program. Very important that millions of Nigerians understand that the politicians cannot save us, and it is time that we all, as indigenous people, as different tribes, ask that Nigeria now needs to come back to roundtable and allow indigenous people to go their separate ways. That is the only solution left to ravage what has been done to the millions and millions of people that have suffered the consequence of this crazy country called Nigeria. So good morning once again, and welcome as I am getting you ready to take you to another journey of self-determination. Is an inalienable right, and that right will be respected whether they like it or not. The Yoruba will exit Nigeria, everybody will leave, and Nigeria will become an history that will be taught in all our schools and universities. Good morning and welcome once again, and please share the program.
The Yoruba indigene. I want to talk to you all. And I want you to listen and accept what I'm about to say. I said they're already usurping you from your villages all over Yoruba State. In Ogun State, Osun State, Ondo State, Anambra State, even Anambra State, even the Igbo lands as well. People are already entering those places. And they're already overtaking you people in your various states. What we are saying right now, this is not about religion. Christian, whether you're a Christian Muslim, or you're a Muslim, we are Yoruba traditional worshippers. This is time we must band together to fight for our father's land so that they don't overtake us in it. Don't let them use religion take over our land. All those villages they've taken over in Ondo State, when they wanted to kill, they killed Christian and Muslim alike. They are fighting for the land, they are not fighting for religion. They are just coming through the lens of religion. But I'm telling you all Yoruba people, please be prepared. Nigerians as well, please be well prepared so that they don't take you away from your father's land. And calling onto the royalties in your land. The Oni of Ife, the Imperial Majesty. Kábíyèsí, we greet you, sir. Please talk about this. The new Aláàfin, please talk about it. All the kings in Ondo State. Lagos State. The kings in Lagos, Oyo, Osun, please talk about this. Because when the war overwhelms us, we will not be able to do anything about it. Personally, I'm ready for war. I told you the last time that you should fortify yourself. So people will say, why will a pastor utter that kind of statement? Please go and fortify yourself. Because when war comes, I will drop my Bible. I will go and fight for my father's land. When the Christianity came into Nigeria, 1842. It came in 1842. That was when it came in. And the first person to compile the Bible, his name is Williams. They killed him on the 6th, 1536. They burnt him. He was lynched. The person that compiled the Bible for us. So don't let us put religion into our culture or for fight for our father's land. I will fortify myself and I'll be a leader. And if you can fortify people, fortify them. We will fight that war. I will drop my Bible because of my father's land. Because the Bible says it. Hebrews 6 verse 1. It says, set aside the teachings of Christ and let us do what is complete. We will now put it aside. Let's fight for our father's land. And we tell Jesus to help us. To help us in the war for our father's land. That's what we are going to do.
Good morning once again and welcome to Koikimedia Live as we are now almost into the full broadcast as we bring in all our platforms in. Very important that all the platforms are running and functioning before we kickstart the Yoruba anthem, and that will then take us to more. But before that, let's listen to the last part and then we start the broadcast gradually. Bring people in and let people come in and understand the reason why Nigeria is a failed state.
There is no land called Nigeria. There is no language called Nigeria. There are no people called Nigerians. We are only deceiving ourselves.
We are not Nigerian.
Okay, where is Nigeria? Where is the land called Nigeria? What is the Nigerian language? We are nations that have been forced together to live in one pathetic country. So anybody who goes there today to say, pray for Nigeria, that person is just deceiving himself, because the people who want to be that Nigeria are not sat down to agree if they want to be Nigeria.
That is the question that 60 million people have now agreed under the leadership of Professor Adebanji Akintoye. 60 million Yoruba people have now decided their fate. And what is their fate? We need to exit Nigeria. So we are not confused. We are not asking for anything. We are asking our politicians across the Southwest to sit together so that we can decide moving forward as indigenous people. Anything short of that will be chaos, will be problem, and could be as similar to what happened in Yugoslavia, and all the Yoruba politicians will be held accountable for the death of millions of Yoruba people if that should occur. This is Koikimedia. As I welcome you, please share the program and invite everyone to do so. As we wait patiently for more instructions on moving forward with our right to self-determination, we will not relent, we will not fold our hands, we will do exactly whatever is needed to defend ourselves as the Fulani invasion continue into every part of Nigeria today. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI. Share the program and invite others to do so as well.
Koikimedia, we're bringing the world closer to your doorstep.
Koikimedia, 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 we bring it the world closer to your doorstep. Koikimedia, 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 we bring it the world closer to your doorstep. I was a lot of àwa ló láṣà àti èdè ìgbéde lárugẹ nílẹ̀ Oòduà o àwa gangan ni bàbá. Koikimedia, 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 what closer to your doorstep. They never sabi wetin we carry for house. Until they move closer before they go sabi. I said they never know wetin we carry for body. Until they move closer before they go sabi. Ọ̀kín lọ lọ́jà ẹyẹ ìhun ló ló lájú. Ẹyẹ tó lọ bí gbogbo bí àná ọ̀pẹ ìdílé lò. Ká ṣiṣẹ́ fún ilẹ̀ bàbá wa. Ká ṣiṣẹ́ fún ìlú bàbá wa. Ká jùmọ̀ sowọ́pọ̀ ká lè gbójújú àga. Ọmọ Odùduwà ṣèkìrì. Ẹ dìde fún ẹ̀tọ́ adúláwọ̀. Ká lè jọ jùmọ̀ gbé ilẹ̀ ìlérí. Àwa lè gba ògo ilẹ̀ wa. Ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká lè jọ gbàdé. Ká lè gbàdé adé adúláwọ̀. Àwa ni mọ̀lẹ̀ tí yóò tàn káàkiri. Koikimedia, àwa là ń gbé tó lárugẹ. Àṣà ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà wà kájé fúnpá yìí jẹ. À ń gbé tó lárugẹ, à ń gbàṣà lárugẹ. News and sports, ẹ máa rí gbọ́. Ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú alárìnde ló ní kí n máa ké kankan. Koikimedia, ọ̀rọ̀ lágbàdì mọ̀ mi. Má bá ṣẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ. Ọmọ Yorùbá nìyẹn, ọmọ Yorùbá tàǹtà o. Àwùjádùn rẹ̀, ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú alárìnde, ṣé ìyọ́ máa fi dìbò ọ̀tẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀? Ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ onígbò máa ń dé. Ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ onígbò máa wọ̀. Igbó máa wọ̀ lájòjì ò gbọ́dọ̀ wọ̀. Àjòjì ló bá wọ̀ bẹ̀, á tẹ̀lé lẹ́bọ̀ra. Ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ náwó òyìnbó tó dé. Ìgbà tó yìnbó dé o, owó náà dẹ́ tún pọ̀ sí o. Koikimedia, sáwà ní bàbá. Koikimedia, àwọn ní bàbá. Àdáńsọ, àtúnpèrè gidi. Àwa là ń gbé tò lárugẹ jẹ́ ká jọgbọ́ o. Àkújà fẹ́tọ̀ ilẹ̀ wa, fẹ́tọ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ọmọ Oòduà ni wá o, tọkàntọkàn. Able to say me let me see. I think baba. We bring you one closer to your doorstep. Akẹgbẹ́ tó fẹ́ o tó kàngi oko lára ni. Àpèrè dìde Olódùmarè ló fún wa ṣe. Gbogbo ayé ẹ gbọ́, àwa ni bàbá o. Ẹ máa bọ̀ wá ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà yín wá. Òtútù alágbèdá ní òtítọ́ lágbèdá ní. Àti sọ́dalẹ̀, àti sódìkèéta. Àgbọ̀tán, àtúpèrè kété. Koikimedia, we bring you one closer to you. Koikimedia is around to give us latest. Is around to give us latest. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, Koikimedia is around.
Mo kí gbogbo wa pé ẹ káàárọ̀ níbi tí ẹ bá ti ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí ìkànnì wa tí à ń pè ní Koikimedia as we go back into politicians. Àwọn olóṣèlú ló ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀. Politicians, whether politicians in Yoruba land, whether politicians in the Southwest, which is Yoruba land, whether politicians in the Southeast, in the Igbo side, whether politicians in the northern part, whether politicians in the middle belt, they are all criminals from top to bottom. And indigenous people have now asked the question, can we continue like this, or should we exit this contraction? And I believe millions of people from the Yorubas are saying now it is time that Nigeria needs to leave their land that British created in 1914. And that land is the indigenous people's land. It is not Britain, it is not America. It does not belong to politicians, it belongs to us. And there is now a question mark. And that question mark must be answered by the politicians. If not, there will be chaos and there will be disaster and there might be civil war again. To avoid all these is why we are under the leadership of Obakitoye, stating it clear from the presidency to the governors not to look away, because if they look away and refuse to answer the questions on the table, then the Yoruba people will have no other choice than to do exactly whatever it takes within the capacity of the international law, the African law, and the indigenous people's law, and take the battle into the streets of every part of Yoruba land and demand one thing and one thing alone: the total exit of we, the indigenous people that owned the land before Britain came in 1914 and join us together in what is known as Nigeria today. Whether with the politicians or not, the question of 2027 is not what should be discussed. If not, there will be chaos. And it will be terrible because the politicians will not be able to govern the southwest part of Yoruba land. Every part of Yoruba land will be shut down. And that is the message as we continue our campaign and wake up the millions of people that are sleeping. There will be defiance. And the meaning of defiance is we will not obey the rules because the military of Nigeria does not own the land. There's nothing called Nigeria. Nigeria is a fraud. Nigeria was never part of us until the British created what is now known as Nigeria for their own selfish gain. To lẹ́wà forílẹ̀-èdè wa. Kàgbéga, kàgbéga, kàgbéga falẹ̀. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé bá ti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́. Ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́ kájọ. Ìṣọ̀kan t'òmìnira ní kẹ̀jẹ́ ká bá tẹ̀síwájú fọ̀pọ̀ ire àtúntúndára. Ọmọ Oòduà dìde, wọ́n sì ipò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ̀. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ gbogbo adúláwọ̀. Àwa ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ gbogbo adúláwọ̀. Mo kí gbogbo èyí tí ẹ ti darapọ̀ mọ́ pé ẹ káàárọ̀ níbikíbi tí ẹ bá ti ń gbọ́ ohùn wa, pé ẹ káàbọ̀ kẹ́ fi nǹkan sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. Mo kí pẹ̀lú kíkí ti ọba Elédùmarè tó ní wá, tí kò dá wa fún ìyà, àmọ́ àwọn olóṣèlú àwọn ni wọ́n kó ohun tí à ń pè ní ìyà tó ń jẹ wá lọ́wọ́ yìí. Ọlọ́run tó dá ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, tó dá ilẹ̀ Oòduà, ó dá wa dáadáa, and he created us in a way that cannot be challenged. But it has now come into the fact that àwọn olóṣèlú that call themselves politicians, the criminals that believe that they own us and we cannot speak and challenge them anymore, that is no longer going to happen. We would challenge and ask questions of this relationship with us, the indigenous people and Nigeria, whether we want to move forward with it or we want it to come to an end. And that is exactly what we are doing by creating this powerful awareness on a daily basis. And we will not be tired. Kò ní rẹ̀ wá, kò dẹ̀ ní sú wa. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá láti sọ pé assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. A kú àlàjá ọdún. Ọlọ́run tí ó ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, ní ọdún tó ń bọ̀, we should have our own independent country. There's nothing stopping us. And we can celebrate all the Muslim festival in a new independent Yoruba country. And that is exactly how it's going to be. We are not terrorists, we are not secessionists. We are the indigenous people that are now saying that the right of the indigenous people on the land would have to be given back. If not, we will use force to take it back. And that means no part of Yoruba land will be governed by the current politicians. You will not be able to do any government on Yoruba land until our demands are met. And nothing stops us. And that is exactly what we are going to do. Befebeko, the land belongs to us. And the 60 million Yoruba people won't be fún ẹ̀tọ́ wọn nísìn. And ẹ̀tọ́ yẹn cannot be delayed anymore, because delay is becoming dangerous. As the Fulani continue their havoc, I call on all the Muslims to rise up, the Muslims that are Yorubas in the Southwest. We are not terrorists. And we cannot wait for the jihadists that is coming from Sahel láti wá gbalẹ̀ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́ as Muslims. So it is not about you being a Muslims in Yoruba land not to rise up, because The Fulani Muslim will kill you. They care less whether you are a Muslim because they do not agree and believe and accept that the doctrine practiced in the Southwest is in accordance to the Holy Quran. They believe that we are munafiki. So whether you are a Muslim that thinks that this does not affect you, I am sorry. You are more affected than even those you might not think. And this is why you need to rise up as Yoruba people that are Muslims. Gbogbo bàbá àdínì, ìyá àdínì, tẹ́ ń sọ pé kò kàn yín, as a Muslim, you are under imminent threat of a Fulani jihadist. And ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ dìde. If not, you will be killed, your children will be killed. The Fulani jihadis are not joking. They don't care whether you're a Muslim. Your life is under imminent threat by the Fulani jihadis that wants to kill you. Your children can go to school, might not return back. We have saw it before, and it is still going to happen. We saw how they invaded the Chibok girls, Bashin Soroleni, those that died and those that are still missing. So if you're thinking that you're a Yoruba Muslim and you are saying that Oroyokwe, think about it, that one day your children and your grandchildren, your mosque, your villages, and every part of what belongs to you as Muslims in Yoruba land will be destroyed. This is why you need to rise up now before it is too late. It has nothing to do with our religion because Islam is a peaceful religion in the Southwest, not in the North. Islam is not a peaceful religion in the North. Anybody telling you that Islam is a peaceful religion in the North, they are telling you lies from the Shaitan of Sokoto that call himself Sultan of Sokoto is a devil, the incarnate devil that wants to destroy Yoruba Muslim. And from henceforth, to see a sheikh of Pontegodo Bala, the Sultan of Sokoto, because Omomo Usman of Usman Danfodio, the current Sultan of Sokoto, Baba bẹ́ẹ̀ ló náà máa dípò Quran sínú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó máa gba ilẹ̀ mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́ bó ṣe gba Ìlọrin. So if you think as a Muslim you are sitting back and laying back, your life is under imminent threat and you're likely to die. You might not die by Fulani kidnapping you, but you will die by the Fulani agenda from your welfare. Oh, ní ṣoríire nínú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá as a Muslim. Oh, ní lè lọ hospital kó gba medical care as a Muslim. Business to Yoruba, it will be destroyed by the Islamic fundamentalists that will kill you. So to ba wo mi to so pe ko kun ju emi gan lo, and that is for the Muslim. I wonder why the Christians ẹ̀yin pè mí mo wà lórí line tí bá ti ń cut off yẹn mo wà lórí line ni mo wà lórí line and stop mo wà lórí phone. Sorry about that. Let me warn the Christians from Adepoye to all the Christian Association of Nigeria. Your life is under threat. Your churches will be destroyed by the Fulani jihadis. You are joking. You are playing with fire. You are playing with your life. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin Celestia, ẹ̀yin Kérúbù, wọ́n máa pa gbogbo yín dànù. Ẹ̀yin ṣe pé kò kàn yín. Ẹ̀yin ní kò kàn yín. We have seen it before as the jihadis went to Ogun State. Kí ni wọ́n ṣe? They took out wọ́n fàdí àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké ya. They were raped in Ogun State in a white garment church. We saw how many churches in Benue, gbogbo church ti sá lọ tán pátápátá, oníkòkùn ẹ̀, ó fi lọ jọ́sìn, níjọ́ Sunday, tó mọ̀ bóyá bọ́ǹbù lọ máa jù sínú church ẹ̀. You think I'm lying? Ẹ ní gbọ́ràn, because oníkòkùn ẹ̀, Jésù ń bọ̀ wá ṣe. Where was Jesus Christ when Owo was attacked? Where is Jesus Christ? Níbo ni Jésù wà? Ṣé Jésù ò sí mọ́ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ni? Ó wà. But we are becoming gullible and fools while the Fulanis continue to attack our villages, our churches, and our mosques. And they're telling us to fuck off. While we are joking with our lives as Christians on a daily basis, Christiani, thank me. Maybe I should allow you to listen one more time to these. Bóyá àwọn etí ẹ pé ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà ńlẹ̀, it is not just Muslim. As I greet all the Muslims, I am now greeting our Christians that do not want to understand that we are now under imminent threat. When they say something is threat, it's threat. No, nothing can take it, nothing can change it. In Toba to get threat, you deal with it, and you deal with it as quickly as possible. The Christians don't want me. Omo Christiani, Omo Celestia, Omo Kerubu, Omo Redeem, Omo KICC, Omo Paul Adefarasi, Babade Boye, Kumoye, Pastor Jerry. Toba ju bomb sínú church Pastor Jerry Jerry pé wọ́n lè ju sínú church ní Abuja ni. Abuja was the first place to be bombed, the United Nations building. Nígbà tí Fulani kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀. Oh, bomb. There was a suicide bomb in Abuja. Oh, it has gone quiet. Nobody's talking about it anymore. At the Mogadishu, which is just 5 kilometers, if there can still be a suicide bomber in 2025, your life is not at safe. Your life is at risk as a Christian. But Christians are always pretenders. Tabati lo sórí òkè. Ìyá àdúrà lọ gbàdúrà fún wa. Ìyá àdúrà ò ṣe rí nígbà tó ń bọ̀ lọ́wọ́. Kí ló dé tí wọ́n rí vision pé wọ́n ń bọ̀ wá pa wá ní Ọ̀wọ̀? Why were they not saying those attacks that is coming in Ọ̀wọ̀? Do you know how many more attacks is coming? You don't know. Oh, Lagos is safe. Akure is safe. Fake Yoruba Christians. When Ọ̀wọ̀ was attacked, Akeredolu cried. He has a Christian governor. Otibati Elonisin ti kú. Òun ti lọ nísìn. Àwo lọ. Where is Akeredolu today? Akeredolu was a Christian. He could not protect Ondo indigene when Ọ̀wọ̀ was attacked. You need to hear the horrible sound that took place during that Ọ̀wọ̀. Maybe I should remind you. This happened 2022. 10 years ago, 30 years ago. As a Christian, also, church is so safe. Church that your government cannot detect in advance whether there's a jihadi sitting somewhere ready to blow you up. As a Christian. Christian, if you shiri. Let me take you back to what happened. It was not just an attack. It was a mass shooting and a bomb attack, according to Wikipedia. Internet that be stupid Nigerian government that continue to delete files and information. Bomb bastard governors and your deputy and your commissioner. Every time your children die, we will be happy because millions of Yoruba children have died. You did nothing. Any children that die from the politicians, I will learn. Your father did nothing when Fulani continued to attack us. You know, I don't speak Yoruba very well. Yoruba me that. But the pain of millions of Yoruba people, anybody that cry with you, need that for. As millions of Yoruba children are crying, the mothers are crying. Beshepa omolomo ni Ibadan, eyan lopa, egun ekun ma wonu le yin na ni. Beshepa mo baba yen to ba safu traffic nko and so fucking what? Oni ke yinbon fun mo almost 13 years old. Ọlọ́pàá tó yìnbọn yẹn gbogbo generation ẹkún lẹ máa sun pátá bẹ́ẹ̀ bá lọ ṣàdúrà kò ní gbà, bẹ́ẹ̀ bá gba ìṣẹ̀ṣe kò ní wọlé fún yín, bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ kún pa family yẹn. And that is what is going to happen to all your politicians from Sanwo-Olu all the way down to Seyi Makinde. Àwọn ọmọ yín ẹ máa sunkún àwọn ọmọ yín ni, àwọn ọmọ yín máa kú mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́ ni. Ní nǹkan tá a jọ ń bára wa fà yìí. Àwọn ọmọ yín máa kú mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́ ni, wọ́n náà máa jí mọ̀ bí kó kú lọ náà nìyẹn, àwo lọ nìyẹn. Kò ṣe kú sí Nàìjíríà, wọ́n ṣe gbé lọ sí London. You think you can run to London and you will not die. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá dé America ẹ máa kú náà ni. Òkú yín ló máa gbé padà wá sílé as you create pain to millions of Yoruba people. Ẹ máa sunkún nínú ilé yín lójoojúmọ́ ni. Ẹ ní peace for creating this nonsense called Nigeria. Tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ fi gbọ́. Gbogbo olóṣèlú àti small àti big. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣàdúrà kò ní gbà nílé yín. 5th of June, ó ti kọjá. You can see that Ondo State Governor, àwọn olórí burúkú, you can imagine the current Ondo State Governor, àwọn olóṣì, bomb bastard. Do you know that it was 5th of June, just 3 days ago? No news, no celebration of life of the people that died in our world. Ìwọ wá ní tó bá kú ọmọ rántí ẹ̀, ó bá kú okú tẹ́ nínú Nàìjíríà, àwo lọ nìyẹn. Má support Yoruba nation tó bá kú nínú Nàìjíríà. Where is Rashidi Yekini tó kú kí lẹ ṣe fi rántí ẹ̀? Ọ̀páraji tó kú kí lẹ ṣe rántí ẹ̀? Anybody that dies in Nigeria, ó kú lọ nìyẹn, bam. Àwa tó kù a máa ṣayé lọ. Ní dá fún gbogbo wọn. Wicked people. Evil politicians. We are warning you. Ní ráyè govern. Ó kù díẹ̀. Koiki má ṣe gbogbo tá a máa ṣe fi sílẹ̀ lórí platform tèmi kọ́ nìyẹn lọ́ máa sọ lórí platform ẹlòmíì. Ní ráyè govern. Gbogbo destruction tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí yín ó ń súnmọ́ bọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀. Bí ìbí torí pé ẹ ráyè jókòó sínú House of Assembly, tá a bá ti tiná House of Assembly, ó ti tán nìyẹn. Ẹ sọ fún tẹ́tí fẹ́ jókòó sí, a máa finá síbẹ̀. Anywhere tẹ́ bá ń la máa juná sínú ẹ̀. Ó kù díẹ̀ ni, ó kù díẹ̀. Ṣèbí House of Assembly àwa la ní tá a bá ju akọ mi, a finá sí. Gbogbo ẹ̀ state governors, ẹ sáré kábàkàbà, ẹ sáré ẹsẹ̀ yín ò ní balẹ̀. Ó kù díẹ̀ ni mò ń sọ. Ẹ lọ máa ra bọ́tù ẹ̀yin ọ̀yàn, ẹ ra bọ́tù sínú ilé. Tó bá ti mu bí àtọ̀tọ́jú bọ́tù yẹn padà. Mọ́tọ̀ ló ń pè wá fi petrol kékeré sí wá fòwú sí. Yẹn ó nídìí ìbọn kí ló fẹ́ fi gbolo ti fẹ́ rówó ìbọn. Ta ló máa kówó ìbọn fún ẹ? Orí òpè, bomb bastard. Ta ló máa rà bọ́ fún ẹ? Nígbà tó lè ra petrol, pèbí petrol wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ lé ẹ. Má ra pamọ́ nísìn kó má bàa ju ẹ mọ́nu ilé. Tó bá ti ń sọ àmọ́ àsìkò, ìgò ni kó máa tọ́jú pamọ́ sílé, kó fi yẹ̀pẹ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ sí. Wọ́n ń lò káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé. Wàá fi nọ́ọ̀sì wàá la mọ́nu ilé ẹ̀. Tó bá bí bàbá ẹ̀dá kó má jáde, á jó mọ́nu ilé ni. Ó kù díẹ̀. Kẹ́ ẹ̀ bá ti jẹ́ ká jókòó ká jọ yanjú ẹ̀. Ẹ fi wá ṣe election 2027. Ẹnu ní gbogbo àjọ wà. Ẹ̀rọ kò 2023 táwọn sọ pé kò ní ṣe election ni. Ó kù díẹ̀. Ó kù díẹ̀ this time around. Mo sọ fún yín, a máa destroy gbogbo structure yín. Mo ti sọ yín fún yín lánàá. Another program là ń ṣe láàárọ̀ ẹ̀. Let me take you there to how people cried. Ẹ̀yin ò lè rántí mọ́. Ẹ̀yin evil Yoruba Christians. I'm even wondering why Christians are the one keeping quiet. Àwọn tó yẹ kó máa pariwo jù, especially the Christians in Yoruba, very hypocrite. Hypocrisy ló máa pa gbogbo yín. Ẹ̀yin Christians tẹ́ wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Tó bá náà tó wà hypocrisy jù is the Christians in Yoruba land. They have kept quiet while Fulani continue to kill us on a daily basis. Wọ́n pa yín wá gbíwá. And they've kept quiet. Anytime I load on Facebook, you will have the privilege to see the video because I'm using the software. Good morning and welcome. Mori Gbogbo Inversion Wale. If I don't mention your name, it's because in Timon Soy, well, more important, but I appreciate you. Mumbo Lode Yunisheshi. I'm Christian Mumbasoro. Christian tó fi gbọ́ràn. Kò ní gbọ́ràn. Lórúkọ Jésù. Jésù ṣe rí nígbà tó ń bọ̀ lọ́wọ́. Where is the God? God ò ṣe rí. Ó rò pé God stupid bí ẹ̀yin. Ọlọ́run fún wa ní talent. Ó fún wa ní pé ká ṣe CCTV. Ó fún wa pé ká lè ní intelligent. Pé ibi báyìí ó dà pé a rí Fúlàní kan lánàá. Àmọ́ tó ń ṣe kọ́dẹ̀ máa trailer títí tó máa fi nábẹ̀. Ó wá ní lórúkọ Jésù. Lágbára jẹ́ Jésù. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kó pa wá o. Àṣẹ ń bọ̀ wá pa wá lọ́wọ́. Àṣẹ à ń parọ́ fúnra wa ni. Fake Yoruba Christians that know the truth and have kept quiet while the lives of innocent people have been killed. And we are telling you to stop this killing. Maybe I should start with this. Let's start with this first.
I want to talk to you all. And I want you to listen and accept what I'm about to say. I said they are already usurping you.
You can see. Pastor supporting Babule Yiton. Baba Deboyo ni sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí. Kumuyi ni sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí. Hypocrites. They've taken our towns and villages. So kí ló ti kù? Òfin ìgbà àwọn security mẹ̀gẹ̀mẹ̀gẹ̀ tó ń gbé sẹ́nu ọ̀nà tẹ́ bá lọ sí church àwọn churches yẹn. You think all those ones, àwọn bàbá arúgbó tẹ́ gbé sí church. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ Jésù máa protect yín. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ Jésù ò ṣe protect àwọn tó wà ní ọ̀wọ̀. Òfin pé wọ́n ọmọ Ọlọ́run ju àwọn lọ ni. All the Christians that have been killed and massacred in Yoruba land. You think that they are not praying to the same God like you. So Ọlọ́run táwọn pè yẹn ó yàtọ̀ sí Ọlọ́run tí wọ́n pè. Hypocrisy ló máa pa wá. Our Christians that are in the southwest. Kò ní dọ́dọ̀ tiwa o. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ ìjọ ẹ máa gbàdúrà. Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kó dọ́dọ̀ tiwa. Òkè tó bá dé church yín tó bá pa ẹ́ lójú títì nǹkan. You think the jihadis are joking? Some of you think that these guys are joking. Àwọn criminal Fulani terrorists. You think they are joking. You think for you they're joking. You think we sit here, I only slept about 2 o'clock yesterday. Look at the time. How many hours in office? One bastard. Idiot all over the place. Into my pain, on sumabo.
From your villages all over Yoruba State, Ogun State, Ogun State, Osun State, Osun State, Ondo State, Ondo State, Anambra State, even Anambra.
Ọmọ Ogun State, ọmọ Ondo State, ọmọ Osun State, Ondo Adeleke, dancing senator, and tó bá orí bó ṣe rìn, orí bó ṣe tóbi bẹ̀m̀bẹ̀ bí màálù tó fẹ́ bẹ́, kò ní strength, look at it. Ọ̀pá ló fi rìn. Bàbá Akíntóyè is 90 wo bàbá yẹn bó ṣe dán gbọ́rán. Can you compare Baba Adeleke, ẹ̀gbọ́n Kanku Davido, ṣó lè compare pẹ̀lú Baba Tiwa, Baba 90 years old? Can you look at the same body and see that ṣé eléyìí tó ń jókòó tí kùn ẹ̀ dàbí ibi tó rọmi sí? Ṣé yẹn ló fẹ́ fi compare Baba Akíntóyè? So fi pe Adeleke ní intelligent ju Baba Adeboye. Bí bá mo ṣe dárúkọ Baba Adeboye jàre, get out. Baba Professor Akintoye. Can you compare the two of them? Why are we Yoruba like this? And so títọ́ fún yín. Baba Akintoye ń sọ títọ́. You think the politicians cares about your life? Kí ni kan politician pè láyé ẹ? Kò sí tó kan politician pè láyé ẹ. Ayé ẹ láyé ẹ, ìwọ ló máa lé ayé ẹ mú pé no àgbà, enough is enough. Ọmọ Yorùbá ń dúró. Ó ń dúró kí politician kó wá yanjú ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀. Ó ń dúró. Ọmọ Yorùbá Christian ń dúró. They are waiting for your politicians. The same politicians that destroy your lives. Ordinary omi kò wọnú ilé ẹ. Mo ti lọ toilet nísìn, mo ti lọ tọ̀. Mo fomi, mo fi fọwọ́. Mo ò ṣẹ̀ ní láti máa gbomi nínú garawa kí n fi fọwọ́. Mo ṣí tap, omi yọ. Mo fi ṣanwọ́ mi. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣe ń ṣe tó bá wà nílé ẹ? As Christian. Omi tó wọnú ilé ẹ ṣé wọ́n ló ṣe àbí government? Oh no, I'm a Christian. Kò ní ná. After 65 years of fake bomb bastard country, kò ní ná. Ó ní kó lọ ṣe solar. Mélòó ni ẹ fún ìgbé solar panel gbogbo ló máa gbé ni. Solar is just a substitute. Ó jẹ́ kí iná gidi kọ́kọ́ wọnú ilé ẹ̀ kó wá máa wò pé òkè jẹ́ n fi solar kí n fi gba lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ nídìí kí government dẹ̀ subsidize ẹ̀. Kí ló rò pé ó ń fàjà Trump àti Elon Musk? Because government of America is subsidizing electric vehicle. What they now subsidize them on? They cannot even subsidize your children's school fees. Oh, people say, "Oh, maybe Christian, Yoruba Christian, àwọn alábòsí." Well, very Yoruba nation. ẹ̀yin lẹ́bọ wèrè ẹni tó ṣẹbọ orí bá yí ẹ ṣe rí bó ṣe smelly aṣọ tuntun ò lè raṣọ tuntun ìgbàlódé fáwọn ọmọ ẹ tí ọdún bá dé wàá ṣe máa lọ sí bus corner lọ́dọ̀ àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò wàá lọ máa wá òkìrìkà Christian nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ó mọ̀dí ẹ lè lọ sí farm náà because tó bá pẹ́ ń lọ sí farm à ń grow cotton àwa láwọn tó máa ránṣọ fún wa ṣòkòtò tí mo wọ̀ yìí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ló ti rán ẹni tó rán ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ló wà kò ṣe pé ìlú òyìnbó ló ti mú wá one bastard àmì Christian ló ń tan rẹ̀ Christian tó ń tan rẹ̀ tẹ́bí ń pa orí bó ṣe ń pa wá lójoojúmọ́. Look at the picture of Owo. Go and sit down on my Facebook, you will see the images, you will cry. Because we refuse to listen to the truth and nothing but the truth. Òtítọ́ dẹ̀ ló máa lékè, ó ń dúró de òtítọ́ àwọn pásítọ̀ yín tó yẹ pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ ti wà lẹ́nu gbogbo wọn báyìí, ẹ̀jẹ̀. Gbogbo wọn pátá lọ́mọ òtítọ́. Àti pásítọ̀ Joe, àti Ezekiel, àti Nasiru láyé, gbogbo wọn jágbajàgba lẹ́yìn àwọn bàbá dáadáa, àwọn bàbá gidi, àwọn prọfẹ̀tì Adébáyọ̀, àwọn yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ gidi, wọ́n sọ òtítọ́ pé kí tó bá wọn gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì kó wá gbé òun kó dánwò kó rí bí Ọlọ́run ṣe máa fọ́ ojú gbogbo wọn. Àwọn pásítọ̀ gidi nìyẹn. Kò ń ṣe àwọn pásítọ̀ tó ní ká wá lọ gbàdúrà ní Jerusalem. Kí ni káwọn àṣẹ láti lọ sí Jerusalem? Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá gangan ní Jerusalem. Àwa máa wọ́wọ́ tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì, a fi lọ Mecca, a fi lọ Jerusalem. Fools all over the place. Christians are the most hypocrite in Yoruba land. Wọ́n rí pé ìtàn sọ òtítọ́ ni o, wọ́n mọ̀ pé òtítọ́ ni pé tá bá gbalẹ̀ wá o. Wàá lè gbégbé ayé tó dáa, wàá lè lọ church pẹ̀lú mọ́tò tó dáa, pẹ̀lú jakujaku kà. Náà ìyá àdúrà ti kó star bus síta, tẹ bá ti dé CMS, church yẹn, wọ́n kó yín sórí bus, wọ́n gbé yín lọ kẹ́ wá lọ jẹbọ. Don't bastard. Ṣé bó ṣe ń ṣe ṣé bí church ìyá àdúrà bó ṣe ń ṣe London nìyẹn? Ṣé ìyá àdúrà máa ń kó bọ́ọ̀sì sílẹ̀ káwọn yẹn wá sí church báwọn yẹn máa wọ train ni? Èmi mọ church wọn ní London ní Clapham máa wọ train, mo ti lọ church wọn dáadáa rí. Tí bá dẹ̀ ti jáde báyìí máa wọnú church, tí bá dẹ̀ ń lọlé máa wọ bus. Wọn ní láti wá fi mọ́tò gbé mi láti Elephant and Castle. Idiot all over the place. Ìjẹkújẹ ló fẹ́ pa gbogbo ẹ̀yin Christian. Ẹ̀rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣé wò mí báyìí nísìnyí, ìjẹkújẹ ló máa pa yín. Àwọn ò ní dúró kọ́ ìjẹkújẹ kó pa yín káwa tó defend yín because àwa la fẹ́ defend yín nísìnyí. Idiot all over the place. Ẹ̀yin alábòsí. A wà lórí online. Pàtẹ́wọ́ rẹ̀ kọ́rọ́ rẹ̀ lè dá yọ. But you need the government to protect you. Kó tó máa pàtẹ́wọ́ fún Jésù. O rò pé àwọn tó pa ní St. Francis Church ní Ọ̀wọ̀ pàtẹ́wọ́ fún Jésù ni. Ìwọ nìkan ló mọ Ọlọ́run. Ìkà alábòsí Kristẹni. Gbọ́n tí bàbá yìí sọ tó bá fẹ́ gbọ́n tó gbọ́n tó sọ. Àwọn pásítọ̀ gidi lélẹ̀. Ó wọ́n ní gbogbo wọn. Wọnú ilé kó lọ ṣògùn Christian ò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣògùn ikú pa ẹ́ dànù wo Fúlàní máa ń gé orí èèyàn ni mùjẹmùjẹ ni wọ́n tó bá bẹ́ẹ̀ pàdé sórí orí èèyàn wá gé orí ẹ̀ dànù wá jù sínú igbó awó lọ nìyẹn ìyẹn làwa fi àfọ ìpè kọ́ má bàa pa wá wo bọ́ ṣe wọ́n ti pa wọ́n tán ní gbogbo bẹ́ẹ̀ náà wọ́n ti pa gbogbo wọn dànù. Ẹ ṣe jàre àyìnyá dáadáa ìyẹn lálùbáríkà. Mo kàn ní jẹ mò ń sórí brain ẹyẹ mò ń jẹ torí a ti sọ fún yín Koiki yóò gbádùn o mo ti sọ fún yín kò gbádùn o ṣẹrí kó tuntun attack àwọn Christian wèrè torí ò ní rí gidi mú jáde nínú nǹkan tí mo sọ yìí ṣòro pé mi ló ń deceive ni Muslim lèmi èmi ń dira màá jẹ́ kí Fúlàní kan pàdé mi lọ́nà kó tó pàdé mi lọ́nà èmi kan fi pàdé ẹ̀ lọ́nà wàá dira dáadáa bó bá wá lè lo tìbílẹ̀ sórí ti Bible yẹn wà lọ mú tó dáadáa ń bẹ̀ wá fi dira if not Fúlàní ò gbàgbọ́ lọ́gbọ́n tó ṣe fáwọn Chad àwọn sójà àwọn kò ń ṣe Nigerian sójà gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ ní Nigerian sójà bọ́ ìyá kí ni ìyàtọ̀ Nigerian sójà àti Chad ọmọ ìyá fún náà ní gbogbo wọn tẹ́lẹ̀ anyway lọ́wọ́ bọ́ ṣe fún àwọn sójà ṣáwọn yẹn ó fi pé sójà ń bọ̀ wá defend ẹni bomb bastard we play too much eré pa ti báyé wa jẹ́ àwa Kristẹni àti Mùsùlùmí ká jókòó ká ṣe fàájì ìlú wà nínú ogun ní Ukraine wọ́n ń jagun lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì ń ṣiṣẹ́ omi ń ṣiṣẹ́ mo rí wẹ̀rí láyé mi Koiki ẹ má ká jagun o mọ bógun ṣe rí o yẹ má dagun sílẹ̀ Yorùbá yẹ́mi mo fẹ́ dagun sílẹ̀ ṣé èmi ni Boko Haram tó ń dagun sílẹ̀ tọ́nà àwọn òfin kàwé ṣé mi ni mo dógun sílẹ̀ bó ṣe wò mí tó bá nawọ́ ká sí mi wọ́n sì mi sí ní kí n má ṣe pé fún yín ni but bomb bastard yẹn logo wa nìyẹn idiot all over the place ṣé èmi tó dógun sílẹ̀ so ojú ń dùn ẹ́ látijọ́ tó ti jẹ́ Christian nínú Nàìjíríà ó gbọ́ pé wọ́n ń pa àwọn èèyàn ó gbọ́ rí ó ní gbọ́ ìyà ò jẹ́ kó gbọ́ ẹ ṣáà ti jẹun ọdún tán báyìí tó máa fi dọ̀la nísìn a máa béèrè owó káàkiri ni ó pay everybody ló no pay ẹ fún 5,000 bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ó pay mi lẹ́kẹ̀ẹ́ bá ń sẹ́ndẹ̀ sí o whereas Christians in America tó jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá olú America ó ń gbádùn ayé ẹ̀ kò ronú because American government protect ẹ kò ń ṣe pé kò ṣàdúrà ṣé o rò pé àwa máa ń jókòó sórí àdúrà bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń jókòó sórí àdúrà for 24 hours ni ẹ̀yin kan náà lè máa jáde láti Monday títí di Sunday bígbà tẹ́ pé ẹ̀yin lẹ pa Jésù ṣẹ́yin lẹ pa Jésù ṣẹ́yin lẹ pa Jésù ṣẹ́yin lẹ pa Jésù tẹ́ fi ń jókòó sórí online 24/7 àwọn pásítọ̀ yẹn gan yẹ ká máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín pé kí ló dé ìyàwó mi náà follow gbogbo yín pásítọ̀ yìí bọ̀ tó ń lọ bí iṣẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ fún yín my wife follow all these pastors Pastor Joe Pastor Jerry gbogbo wọn ló ń follow ọ̀ bí ìyàwó mi dá pé àsìkò iṣẹ́ dé wá gbé Pastor Jerry sétí níbi iṣẹ́ ogun wo ló lè tó yẹn I'm a Muslim ìyàwó mi ṣe Christian tó bá tún gbọ́ born bastard tó bá náwó sí mi máa fọ́ etí ẹ̀ mọ́rí screen yẹn kò ní dá fún ọ ní ṣoríire born bastard tó bá ní kó lọ síbi iṣẹ́ kó gbé Pastor Jerry sétí kó máa bèrè pé kí ló ń gbọ́ kò I'm listening to Pastor Jerry àdúrà ní ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ tí àwọn sanwó fún ẹ òun gbọ́ Pastor Jerry àwọn máa bèrè pé who is Pastor Jerry so ó máa sanwó lé ó ní bùkátà èmi máa support ẹ ní gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọkọ ẹ ọ̀dẹ̀ lọ jókòó sí church tó yẹ kó wà láàrin ọjà kó máa tajà ó lọ jókòó sí church láti jọ Monday títí di Friday ibẹ̀ ló ti ń jẹ ló ti ń mu àwa kọ́ àwọn ọmọ síbẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ lọ sí school Christiani hypocrite people ni wá ṣé bọ́ ṣe ń ṣe Christian là ń ṣe láàbúrọ̀dì yẹn àwọn náà follow yín even as a Muslim mo follow gbogbo àwọn churches yẹn gbogbo wọn ni mo follow and I love them and I believe in what they are doing ṣé nígbà tó bá ní kí n wá lọ ṣiṣẹ́ nísìnyí màá máa gbọ́ Pastor Òjó yá níbi tí mo ti ń lọ wá jíjẹ múmu tèmi Pastor Òjó náà wá jíjẹ múmu tiẹ̀ ní in a spiritual way idiot all over the place hypocrite àwọn ò lè dúró kí Fúlàní pa yín tán ni tó bá yẹ pé a fẹ́ ṣe àkọ́ni kí Fúlàní pa gbogbo ìdánù tó pa yín dànù taka tó wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ kíni suicide bomber ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Abuja ní last month Christian ò sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo wọn dákẹ́ wọn náà Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó jẹ́ pé Abuja ló ti máa ṣẹlẹ̀ Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó wá sékòó bọ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ní ìdí àràbà ní Mushin ní ìdí àràbà wọ́n ní wọ́n yin bọ́ǹbù àwọn tó ń ṣàgolo káàkiri tó yẹ pé terrorist ní gbogbo wọn ìgbà tẹ́yàn kúkú kàwé ẹ̀mọ́ tó ń pè ní stepper mọ́ tó ń pè ní sleeper cells ẹ̀yin kan lẹ̀ irú máa bá jù because sleeper cells ló burú jù láyé ó wà lamẹ́ríkà kí ni UK ṣe lọ tó ṣe lọ gbé àwọn tó wà nínú UK ní just last month yìí náà ni àwọn Iranian àwọn èèyàn dọ́gbọ́n Muslim terrorist Christian terrorist gbogbo wọn lọ́wọ́ oríṣiríṣi ni o wọ̀ṣẹ́rí ti Muslim yẹn tó ń pè láwọn Boko Haram wá pa ṣége sí wa lára tábà kúrò ní Nàìjíríà bí mi ṣe lè sọ nìyẹn wá pa ṣége ẹni tó bá ti pa nínú family tiwa náà awó lọ nìyẹn tó bá ti rìnrìn gbèrègbèrè ẹ̀ ń ṣe jújọba ṣé security wà fún yín ẹ fi ìpè Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún lè ó ti protect family tiẹ̀ farabalẹ̀ kó gbọ́ T.Y. Danjuma.
Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral.
Well, they can never be neutral. You think the armed forces will defend you? Nigerian army is using Nigerian police, Amotekun, the Navy. Governor of Oyo State told us that Fulani terrorists are do you know the meaning of 2 kilometers? Only what? 2 kilometers away from Ibito Wumbe, Odindi governor. Olórí burúkú Ṣèyí Mákindé bomb bastard tó wà lára àwọn tó ní kó lọ pa Ìgbòho sínú ilé. Àmọ́ tí Ìgbòho ṣe fún Ṣèyí Mákindé. Kí ni Ìgbòho ṣe fún ẹ Ṣèyí Mákindé tó fi accept pé kó lọ pa sínú ilé ní 2021? Àdúrà ò gbàlẹ̀ lórí. Ṣé torí ó sọ pé òun ò ní gbọ́ nígbà tó ní kó ránṣẹ́ sí Ìgbòho pé ó fi lọ sí Ìbàràpá fi àwọn Fúlàní sílẹ̀. Ṣèyí Mákindé ní kí Ìgbòho fi àwọn Fúlàní sílẹ̀ kí Fúlàní pa yín. Maybe you didn't hear this before, I'm telling you. Ìgbòho wa ni láyé ẹ sọ fún Ṣèyí Mákindé pé ó ṣe security fún wa. Tí wọ́n bá ṣe security ni, I don't have to go there and protect our people. Ìgbòho wá gbéra láti inú ilé ẹ̀. Ó ní bẹ́ẹ̀ fi chain ìdèhùn. I got to his house on Thursday, a day before Ìgbòho was heading to Ìgàngán. Ṣèbíjọ́ yẹn lẹ ti rí mi pé mo dé Nàìjíríà. Ó mọ̀ pé mo wà Nàìjíríà tẹ́lẹ̀ ni. Ṣèbígbà tó rí mi ní Ìgàngán ló wọ́n náà pé àbá bá wèrè lélẹ́yìn náà. Àmọ́ tí Ìgbòho fún jẹ́ o. Ọlọ́run ní já kú, ikú dẹ̀ ń wọlé pa gbogbo alẹ́ ẹ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan báyìí. Àṣé ní 2021 tí Ìgbòho ń pariwo pé Fúlàní ń pa wá o, àwọn Kírísítẹ̀nì dákẹ́. Wọ́n ní wàhálà Ìgbòho ṣe pọ̀ jù báyìí, kí ló dé wọn nìkan ló wà ní ìlú Ìbàdàn ní fi wá sílẹ̀. Àṣé wọ́n ń bọ̀ wá pa wá lọ́wọ́. Tiwa Danjuma sọ fún wa pé wọ́n ń bọ̀ wá pa yín, má rely lé Nigeria military. No, Nigeria military is the best. Ṣẹ́rí Yorùbá Christian ẹ̀yin kan, ó dáa pé ẹ̀yin kan lè mọ̀ pé Fúlàní fi pa jù. Number one, Fulani don't believe in Yoruba Muslim. If you think that all these Sultan of Sokoto, Sultan of Sokoto, all these northern Muslims, you think they believe in Muslim power and what kírun lẹ́yìn tí bàbá Sheikh Adams radiyallahu ta'ala ni kọ́lọ̀ fún olùkẹ́ bàbá yẹn. Mùsùlùmí tó jẹ́ Yorùbá nìkan ló ń kírun lẹ́yìn bàbá yẹn. Gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ Fulani tó ń bẹ lágége wọ̀ kírun lẹ́yìn bàbá yẹn. Ẹni mi mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Tí bàbá yẹn fi jáde láyé, they refuse. If any Muslim rí mi ẹ̀ ń gbọ́, ṣé mo parọ́? You think a northerner will pray behind an Islamic scholar tó jẹ́ wọn Yorùbá? Wọ́n ní pray because wọ́n believe in your Muslim religion. Wọ́n believe pé èyí tẹ́ ń ṣe jágbajàgba ṣẹ́yìn ni Muslim. They believe they are the Islam. Àwọn gangan ní Islam. Àwọn gangan lọ́dọ̀ ń gbé ẹ̀sìn yẹn lé lọ́wọ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, Gani Olóyèdè. Oh no, miss the broadcaster, no. This is another show. Every show has its own message. Lọ gbọ́tà náà yẹn. Ẹ̀yin Muslim, mo kí ni o, mo bá ń jà o. Christian ni mo ń kí lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́, mo ṣí tí mo ń fún ẹ. Koiki bọ̀ sórí lóko tó wà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀yẹn, mo like orí olókun yẹn. Wọ́n ní kò ń ṣe orí olókun, orí aládé ni. As a Christian, ṣọmọ aládé ni anything. Nígbà tèmi wà ní Surulere nígbà tá wà ní primary school tó bá lọ ra tíwó àníkọ́ fi bọ́gọ́ sí bọ́gọ́ ọ̀hún wọn lé ní ẹ̀ lè rí jẹ. Most of Yoruba Christian oúnjẹ gidi jẹ rí bẹ ṣe ń smell bẹ ṣe ń rùn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ní lọ sí hospital ní lọ sí UCH. How can people be going to hospital wọ́n tún gbé generator tí wọ́n lọ? Madness. What the safety part of it? How can you take generator to hospital because hospital ò ní náà? Wicked Yoruba Christians that refuse to sit up and say, okay, àti ṣe Nigeria kò work. Àwọn olóṣèlú lórí burúkú ìtàn pé àwọn ní Christian. Ká fọ́gi mọ́ wọn lérí, ká lé wọn lérí, ẹni tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ nínú wọn kó gbá etí ẹ̀ báyìí, tó bá tún gbé tí kò gbá etí kejì, kó fọ́gò mọ́ lórí kó. Ó kù díẹ̀ fún yín. Ṣé rí gbogbo House of Assembly yẹn, a máa ti náà bọ́ gbẹ̀yìn ni. Ìyàwó mi sùn ní sípò ìgbọ́n tí mò ń sọ àti mò ń sí mi. Iná la máa ti bọ̀. Ẹ̀rí ìrànwọ́. Ṣẹ́rí ibi tẹ́tí ń jókòó tẹ́tí ń ṣe House of Assembly a máa tiná bọ̀ ni ẹ̀yin tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ̀fẹ̀ gbọ́nà yẹn. Tábà lanà ọmọ tó bá mo ní gbogbo structure yín la máa destroy mo ti sọ yẹn fún yín lánàá ẹ̀ ní ṣoríire gbogbo yín. Koiki ẹ̀rù ń bà wá o. Mo kí ẹ ìyá mi dáadáa ìyá lálùbáríkà àwọn ìyá Ìgbòho ni àwọn ò fẹ́ gbọ́ anything Ìgbòho báyìí ara máa ń ta wọ́n ni. Àwọn tó di ìfẹ́ lódùn mú nìyẹn Alájà Queen Ara ìyá dáadáa ọlọ́mọ àdúró tì mí. Ìyá yìí nísìn ó ṣàṣàlátù tó kò gbọ́dọ̀ má lọ síbi iṣẹ́ kò wá sọ pé Alájà ní síwájú kò sí àṣàlátù wọn fa tẹ̀sùbá Allahu Akbar Allahu Akbar ashhadu an la ilaha illallah nígbà tó ń dúró de Alájà níbi iṣẹ́ Alájà wa ń fa tẹ̀sùbá nínú ilé Alájà ni mọ̀mísí mi ó ṣiṣẹ́ tó fi rìtáyà ni ẹ̀sìn ọ̀tọ̀ iṣẹ́ ọ̀tọ̀ wá lọ ṣiṣẹ́ láti múwó wọlé. Ó rò pé gbogbo àwọn Muslim tó wà ní UK tó bá dọ̀la nísìnyí wàá rà àwọn Alájà yẹn brand new car àwọn Alájà dáadáa àwọn Alájì dáadáa gbogbo wọn ti dé láti Mecca nísìnyí another 1 week káàbọ̀ ṣé government ló ń sponsor àwọn tó wà ní London ìwọ tó ń wá ó wá free Mecca ọmọ àlè bomb bastard ó wá politician tó máa sanwó Mecca tòun ní next year ogun máa pàwọ́ àti politician yẹn ni tó bá níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ mo ní sẹ́ àbúrò mi kan tó ṣẹ̀dé lára àwọn tó ṣe COS tó ṣẹ̀dé sí London ohun àtọ́kọ àtọmọ 4 ló dé London within 1 year ó save owó ó lọ sí Mecca kò ń ṣe Mẹ́kà pé àjò ó lọ dúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run pé Ọlọ́run ṣe fún oore tó ṣe fún mi, mo dúpẹ́ o pé mo wọ London, mo ríṣẹ́ ṣe o, mo rówó sèbò, mo ṣe jẹ́ kí èèyàn kan máa gbà sí fún mi láràárọ̀ tó sèbò owó lọ sí Mẹ́kà. Kò ní di politician. Airport ló ti pè mí nígbà tó ráwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mọ́ sí mi kan tó pàdé wọn pé ẹni tó dá wọn mọ̀ ìyẹn wá ní àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mọ́ sí Yomi Koiki ni ọba pè mí lórí video call láti Heathrow Airport. Ó lọ sí Mẹ́kà, kò ní ìdówó anybody, owó ara ẹ̀ ló kójọ, owó ibi iṣẹ́ ẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ ra package yẹn, ó dẹ̀ lọ ṣe tó máa ṣe, ó dẹ̀ gbàdúrà, ó dẹ̀ padà, ó tún wà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ báyìí. Kó má lọ síbi iṣẹ́, kó máa fa tẹ̀sùbà nínú ilé. Bí wọ́n fa tẹ̀sùbà, bí tẹ̀sùbà ló máa fún ẹ lówó oúnjẹ nínú ilé. One bastard, wicked Muslim, wicked Yoruba Christian. Torí ìrun ló pè yẹn nísìn. Ṣé o ń gbọ́? Wicked people. Ó kù díẹ̀. Farabalẹ̀ kó gbọ́ tí wáyé Danjuma lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Ẹ̀yin olóṣèlú mo ṣe pọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ yín. Ṣé rí àwọn tí mo ṣe bá sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn? Mo ń ṣe rí brain wọn tó ti fòróró. Ó mọ̀ pé àwọn òróró kan wà tó máa fi ń dín àkàrà. Àwọn òróró wèrè tó ti pẹ́ lórí iná. Wàá máa rò bákàrà yẹn dùn ni. Òróró burúkú ló fi ń dín. Òróró burúkú. Gbà tó sẹ́ni tó máa vẹ́tẹ̀. Ẹ̀kan jẹjẹkújẹ káàkiri. Oríṣiríṣi oúnjẹ káàkiri ilẹ̀ Yorùbá nísìn. Poison lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ olúkàlùkù oúnjẹ. Ẹlòmíì ò mọ tó fi pò. Àwa ní òun in Jesus name bí ṣe fẹ́ jàkàrà Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kí kankan ṣe mí wèrè. Ó ti ní kidney ẹ ló máa pa ẹ́. Mo lẹ́nu tó ní kidney problem ní Liverpool. Wọ́n gbé machine yẹn sínú ilé ẹ̀ ni. Wọ́n gbé sínú ilé ẹ̀ ni tó ń tọ́jú ẹ̀. Àìtí rẹ̀ tó máa fún ní kidney. Gbàtẹ́ pé ìmúkúmu tolúkálukú yín mọ àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò àwọn yẹn kàn ń ṣe fake ìdànù fáwa. Àwọn bomb bastard. Àwọn wèrè làwọn yẹn gbogbo nǹkan fake. Ó kù díẹ̀ fáwọn yẹn. O lè máa lé Ìgbò nísìn tó bá ṣì wà ní Nàìjíríà. Wà á kọ́kọ́ gba country yẹn. Sórí tá a bá ti gba country a máa fọ́ mọ́. Níbo ni wọ́n ti gbọ́ tó ń ta fake oògùn ní London? Wà á lọ ra fake drug. Ọ̀bí bá bẹ́ẹ̀ dà. Àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́spítù wọ́n wò mí báyìí. Ìyá wa kan wà nísìn. Àwọn NHS làwọn. Fake drug in the UK. Wọ́n ti ṣe rí nígbà kan. Àwọn olóde máa ń ṣàwọn Africans náà ni. Àfi àwọn àti Asian 419 oríṣiríṣi wà lágbárí wa fi gbé fake drug wọnú ilé kọ́ máa kà lábẹ́lẹ̀. Tó bá ti mú ẹ, àwo lọ nìyẹn lọ ṣẹ̀wọ̀n nìyẹn. Ṣé rí gbogbo àwọn Ìgbò tó ń ta fake yẹn fà wọ́n sílẹ̀? Ẹ jẹ́ àkọ́kọ́ gba country. Ṣé tá bá ti gba country tán? In tó máa mú wọn technology ni. Inú ọ́fíìsì wa láti máa rí pé ilé tó fẹ́ land yìí sórí port tó fẹ́ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yẹn sórí port yẹn container yẹn já wálẹ̀ torí technology àti sọ fún ẹ pé fake ni gbogbo tó wà nú ẹ̀. Farabalẹ̀ kó gbọ́ tí wàá dùn jùmọ̀ mo kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí ètò. Good morning and welcome. Yoruba nation, no going back, no retreat, no surrender.
They collude with the armed bandits.
Tongo, that's Tiwa.
They facilitate their movement.
Okay.
They cover them.
Okay.
If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
The question is, what is the way forward? A very good morning and welcome quickly to the broadcast. The way forward now is to question this name called Nigeria. Pray that our independent country will come out as quickly as possible. Let me take you now to what happened in Owo in 2022. May the souls of all those that have been killed by this country called Nigeria will rest in peace. Let's listen to how it all happened.
Everybody in the church were all running towards the sacristy, and by that time they had coming to gain entrance into the church and were shooting sporadically, and then also using the handed device, explosive, throwing it towards the sanctuary, because that was the area where everybody.
They were shooting and explosive, two different things. As people were running out, the explosive was doing gugu, igugu. This was Owo in 2022, 5th of June, as Christians were gathering to prepare. So what are we asking for now? Oh no, Koiki, let Tinubu do another election, please. Leave Tinubu alone. But the same Tinubu has been in government, and more than 15,000 Yoruba people have died. We thought Buhari was evil. We thought Buhari government was the most evil government until we now realize that, this Yoruba government, not bad government, as the lives of our people continue to be massacred. Let's listen further to this video from the BBC News Africa, as people were running helter and skelter during the invasion and the attack of the Yoruba Christians, because there were Yoruba Christians and probably some Igbos and some Middle Belt or whoever was in that church, but the majority were Yorubas at St. Francis Hall. A very sad day, and we continue to pray. I am sure that nobody is looking after the family of those that died. What you look after him? You that you are alive, who is looking after you? So who is going to remember the dead? A very good morning and welcome. Please share the program and wake up people. This is not the time to be sleeping. This is the time that Yoruba Christian, Yoruba Muslims, keep quiet. Christian. Let's go back and listen further.
Was running the first call I received that your brother has been killed at St. Francis Catholic Church. So I rushed there. When I get there, I saw the dead body with his son. So from there, I arranged motor. I took him to FMC mortuary.
I saw the dead body. Why are the Christians not crying out for the breakup of Nigeria? So what do you still want to gain as Christian in Nigeria? The protection of your government? Really? So as a Christian, you think that the protection Satimu Sunday ni mo rò pé Saturday la wà nígbà tí bàbá ẹni Sunday ní sàn yàmí já Ọlọ́run já padà sẹ́yìn à ń tẹ̀síwájú ni o. Happy Sunday. Oh, Sunday broadcast. Mo rántí pé Sunday la wà. I was still thinking maybe àti wà níbi á Monday. Torí mi ò fẹ́ padà sẹ́yìn. Ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá wa. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, Christians. Ìwé ṣe ń wù mí. Mo sọ fún yín ọmọ yẹn kò lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Ẹ bó ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ sáwà Christian. Ṣé o fi pé Pastor Jerry máa sọ ilé ìfẹ́ yìí ni? Fọládé Farasin, ó ń drive mọ́tò tó ní plate number. Ṣé ó lè drive náà? Ó lè drive ní London without a plate number. Or people are bad that could drive without a plate number in the UK. Who the fuck is he? I am not talking about Ntogbe Kini come Ntogbe. Why is he driving the vehicle without a plate number? Koiki is a pastor, he's a man of God. Don't go there. We love you too much, but don't go. You see that area, don't touch it. We love your evangelism. But man, love Pastor Ade Farasi. The same Pastor Ade Farasi that told us that the 1999 Constitution is a fraud. It cannot come out again. Oti jododo. Ó sọ fún yín pé òun ti kọ́ àwọn ọmọ òun jáde lọ sí abroad. Òun dẹ̀ lè broadcast from anywhere. Go back and listen to his video. Ṣèbí bọ̀bọ̀ Ninas yẹn lọ sí church ẹ̀ náà. Ẹ ti gbàgbé ni. Kí lorúkọ èyí tó ń ṣe Ninas tájọ wà nínú ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ tí bàbá Akíntóyè ṣe sọ pé náà ṣe Ninas mọ̀. Pastor Ade Farasi knows that the Constitution cannot help you, but he said, no, don't worry. Tony, yes. Tony Nanda, Bikini Yenge, Eshigoni. Taba ti ń béèrè question yẹn ti tẹ̀ máa bá fi sí comment section. Because in tó wà lórí òye ó pọ̀ díẹ̀. Kò ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ náà la máa ń rántí. I am not worried about whether Pastor Ade Farasi took out some. I am worried about why is there no plate number in his vehicle? Can he do that in America? Drive as a pastor. Ṣé gbogbo ẹ̀yin pastor tẹ́ wà l'America, mọ́tò yín ò ní plate number. No go better for Nigeria. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin prophecies, ẹ̀yin prophetess, ẹ̀yin imam, ẹ̀yin sheikh tẹ́ wà ní Canada. Tony Nnamdi. Ṣé kò sí plate number lára mọ́tò tẹ́yin gùn? Oh, why is there no plate number on Pastor Ade Farasi's vehicle, the Range Rover? What gives him the audacity not to have a plate number? Who gives him that right to drive in Lagos State without a plate number? It don't go better for someone as they harass all these Yoruba people we get license and we get plate number and they harass you. You see why we cannot continue as one country? All bunch of criminals. Koiki, don't talk to Pastor Ade. To the church instead of him to come out and apologize for what happened, he would defend himself by using a script in the Bible this morning. I'm sure he's prepared for that now. He will come out and say, Jesus said that you must protect yourself, da, 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 da. Do you know how many cars I see in London and I take the pictures and sometimes I go next to the vehicle, I admire it. Yes, we know that there's threats around Lagos, but the fact that you have realized that the guy was not a threat, I would even tell the guy, come inside this car, do the video. Let me take you to my house and come and see better cars. Because what can you point on? You won't carry a point on politicians that is olóṣèlú àtàwọn church yín, àwọn pastor. What can you point on? Pastor náà dá ní UK. Nítorí mo like mọ́tò ẹ̀, ó wá ń threaten me. Àbúfẹ́ ya wèrè ni. We are telling you that this country is not for you as Christian and Muslim. Ìwọ oníṣẹ̀ṣe ó yá mú bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ nísìn. Kí ló dé tẹ̀yin dákẹ́ náà? Kí ni reason tí gbogbo tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tẹ̀yin ò dá sí? Náà ẹ̀yin ò ń ṣe pàtó ọmọ Yorùbá ni. Ṣé bẹ́yìn gangan ni ìran ọmọ Oòduà, ẹ̀yin ọmọ aládé, ẹ̀yin wá ń ṣoògùn fáwọn olóṣèlú kí wọ́n lè máa fẹ́ atẹ́gùn síta, atẹ́gùn burúkú. Ẹ̀yin náà lè ń ṣoògùn fún wọn tó fi ń pera wọn léèyàn. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin babaláwo, ẹ̀yin tí ẹ kẹ́ gbà pẹ̀láwa ọmọ ìran ọmọ aládé kí gbogbo àlejò gbádùn káwọn church lè máa tutọ́ sí lára pé no, àfẹ́ oníṣẹ̀ṣe torí pé ìṣẹ̀ṣe làgbà. Ẹ dákẹ́ lọ́lọ́. No, ṣé àwọn ọmọ tí yóò lọ sí school ni? Ṣé ìwọ babaláwo yẹn, ṣé school tó mú ẹ ń lọ yẹn, ṣó tẹ́ lọ́rùn? Àwọn babaláwo wà ní UK, wọ́n wà ní Cuba, wọ́n wà ní Brazil, babaláwo wà l'Amẹ́ríkà. Ẹ̀yin orí bí wọ́n ṣe ń gbádùn ayé ni. Terrible people, all these babalawo that refuse to stand up for their people. I pity you, but àwọn tó ní nǹkan tó gẹgbẹ́ dání yẹn wá bí gbogbo yín. Because ẹ̀yin ni àwọn olóṣèlú yìí wá ń bá, ẹ̀yin lẹ ń báwó lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín pátá ni stakeholders pẹ̀lú àwọn olóṣèlú. Gbogbo yín ni Tinubu ń lò, Ṣèyí Mákindé. Ẹ refuse láti protect ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Gbogbo tí ẹ kẹ́ fi protect ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, àwọn olóṣèlú sọ fún yín pé kẹ́ fi sílẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ so that death can continue on Yoruba land. Èní ni Sunday bá ṣe gbọ́. And I didn't even remember that today is Sunday, and I'm being honest. Let's go back to this video.
Israel came this morning to know whereabouts, how they were giving treatment. They shot him here, and they shot him at chest.
They shot him there, and they shot him here. What they shot at Lori?
And leg.
What they let's say 4 bullets.
The FMC here in Owo, Ondo State, southwest of Nigeria, where a lot of people have gathered to see their affected victims. So many of them came in this morning to check on some of their brothers and sisters who were affected by the yesterday incident here in the city of Owo. You can see members of the Ondo State Emergency Management Unit and some of the members of the National Emergency Management Unit are also here. I've seen relatives of some of the victims down here. Some of them have told me this morning that they had to run for their lives when they had gunshots yesterday. A man.
Why are they running away from their lives? Who is going to protect our Christians, brothers and sisters in Yoruba land and across Nigeria? Who is going to protect our Muslim brothers and sisters across Yoruba land? Who is going to protect our brothers that are our traditionalists and our mothers? Who is going to give us that protection? You think these, your criminal politicians, give a toss about your life? Your life means nothing to them if we do not challenge them today. Koiki, this Yoruba nation, it cannot be possible. You need to talk to all these our leaders, our elders. We live in denial, and that is going to kill us if we do not rise up and ask for the dissolution of Nigeria. We are now running also on the Rumble. Rumble is similar to YouTube. I advise every one of you to go and follow me on that. If you come on YouTube, if you come on Facebook, and on YouTube, call on Rumble. 2 different platforms, because we might be shut down on YouTube and we will continue on Rumble. We can be shut down on Rumble, we continue on X. Those are 3 different platforms that 3 different people own. Koiki register me. Follow me lórí Rumble. We are live right now, and that's right about lórí YouTube Koikimedia. Also Rumble Studio. So that is our new channel that we are broadcasting from. We are doing everything possibly best to make it easy. Mokei gbogbo ènìyàn wa, ẹ jẹ́ kí n wá kí lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan ká fi ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀wọ̀ sílẹ̀. Ìyẹn ṣáà ti lọ àbí? Ìyẹn ti lọ náà. Ta ló rántí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ mọ́? Àrùn rántí mọ́. Àwọn yẹn ti lọ, àwa tá wà láyé ló kù. Ṣé tẹ́bí tẹ̀ ń pa máa rántí tó kú lọ́wọ́? Mokei Aziz Shakiru. Ó bá mi pàdé rí ọmọ mi rí àbí? Ẹni ló máa kọ́kọ́ ríru broadcast pé kí lè sọ lẹ́nu yìí. Wèrè ọjọ́ ọlọ́bí ayé ìjọ ọlọ́bí ẹ ọmọ 1993. Ṣé 93 lọ́bí ẹ? No, year ò lọ́bí ẹ 1993. Nígbà tí MKO fi ṣe election. Àbí 1999 nígbà tí wọ́n náà gba democracy. Okay, láti bàtọ́ ti gba democracy as a Christian, as a Muslim, kí ló dé tá yí ọ̀bẹ tà? Ẹ ti kàwé, orí ẹ bó ṣe ń wò mí. Ọ̀dọ́ ni ẹ́. Mo sọ fún ẹ lánàá ọmọ 30 years old, tech billionaire l'Amẹ́ríkà. Ọ̀pọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Kò ṣe yahoo, but ìwọ bó ṣe máa jí owó ọwọ́ ẹ̀ nísìnyí wọ́n wá. Wàá wá fi ra mọ́tò, wàá gun Range Rover, wàá máa gbọ́bìnrin, wàá wà lóòtẹ́ẹ̀lì nínú swimming pool, wàá máa jẹ tọ̀ìtọ̀ì, wàá máa jorí àsun, ọmọ àlè, pump bastard. A ní kó darapọ̀ mọ́ Yorùbá country, ta fẹ́ jẹ́ kó wá, kódà kí ayé ẹ̀ lè change. Kí a lè identify ẹ pé ọmọ Yorùbá ni yín ò kí ń ṣe ọmọ Ìgbò o. Ká lè identify ẹ pé ọmọ tó ń lọ yìí ọmọ Yorùbá ni kò kí ń ṣe ọmọ Fúlàní o. Kí wọ́n lè máa sọ tọ̀ìtọ̀ì fún wọn náà lóṣooṣù, ní every month, ní every week. Kó lè rí pension gbà tó bá darúgbó. Kó lè rí owó gidi ná. Kí ayé ẹ lè better. In tá à ń pè ní Yorùbá nation nìyẹn. Kò yẹ ẹ̀hún náà mo ti ṣàlàyé fún ẹ. Kí ló tún fẹ́ kí n tún ṣàlàyé? Láti ọjọ́ tó ti ṣetán ní yunifásítì nísìn, iṣẹ́ olóṣì, kí lórí ṣe? kí ayé ẹ lè nítumọ̀ àtèmi náà kí ayé tèmi náà lè nítumọ̀ because right now èmi náà wà ní exile èmi náà lè pa gidi lọ́lé ìwọ wà nílé ó wà nínú exile èmi náà wà níta bàbá Akíntóyè Ìgbòho gbogbo wa wà ní exile ṣé dábẹ́ o ti wá ń sọ pé òun ló máa lọ bá olóṣèlú ọmọ campaign tó ń bọ̀ yìí èmi náà máa jẹun sókè kí ló ń jẹ sí kí ló yìí tó ti ń jẹ láti 1999 kí ló ṣe fún ẹ gbogbo tó ti jẹ láti 1999 kí ni àwọn bàbá tó ń jẹ lọ́wọ́ wọn jàti rádaràda ní gbogbo àwọn bàbá yẹn gbogbo ilé tó kọ́ wọ̀ lè rí paint padà gbogbo ilé yẹn ti jọ tó Nàìjíríà ló máa wọlé láti tàwa máa wọ́ndà pé kí ló dé tẹ̀ paint ìjọ tí mo kọ́kọ́ lọ Nàìjíríà 2015 mo kí ló tẹ̀ kún lẹ́yìn ilé kúnkún kẹ̀ soríta yẹn fi sílẹ̀ bí ata bá manage kún un lé wọ́n máa wo bòmí báyìí wọ́ṣíwọ́ṣì ìwọ ọ̀dọ́ ìwọ lẹ́ẹ̀kọ́ egungun ẹ lé sọ́dọ̀ Yorùbá nation ó fi yẹ kí egungun ẹ lé sọ́dọ̀ àwọn olóṣèlú tó ló fẹ́ jẹ tọ̀ìtọ̀ì wọ́n máa fún ẹ 10,000 olóṣèlú ò tẹ̀lé promise anybody ní visa mọ́ because wọ́n deport àwọn èèyàn wálé 17 Nigerians were deported from Republic of Ireland lọ́wọ́ lórí Sahara Reporter UK deport 45 Nigerians ẹnìkan wà tó jẹ́ pé mo mọ̀ UK ni mo ti mọ̀ nígbà tó ń pè mí pé òun ṣèwé òun ní Scotland precisely because kò sí UK mọ́ ti deported nísìn ó ti dé àwo ti dé ó ti wà ń lé báyìí ó mọ̀ pé tá a bá ti jọ gba Yorùbá nation a máa sọ fún UK pé wọ́n bíbá bẹ́ẹ̀ dá anybody tó fẹ́ lọ sí UK visa free ni tó bá ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn náà lè wá sọ́dọ̀ tiwa a máa kọ́kọ́ cut pẹ̀lú a máa cut ara wa ìwé Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n bí bàbá Tinubu dá kó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ kó sọ fún UK nísìnyí pé àwọn ọmọ Nigerians wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ wá sí UK visa free government can do it but Tinubu ò ní ṣe ọmọ wa wọ́n ti sórí ẹpọn Tinubu tó lè ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́ yẹn because ẹ̀mí mọ̀ pé ẹpọn ẹ̀ kò lè ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́ bó ṣe wà yẹn wọ́n ti ra ẹkùn ẹ̀ wọ́n ti so mọ́ igi tọ́ba bíbà bẹ́ẹ̀ dá kó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. àwa ń pariwo Yorùbá nation wọ́n ń sọ pé òráyè òfin máa jó Davido òfin máa jó òfin di musician ìwọ náà fẹ́ di Davido kó máa gbé ṣéènì ńláńlá òfin di portable ó mọ̀ pé gbogbo wa náà ni portable but ìwọ náà ò ní láti di portable tí Yorùbá gọọmẹ̀ bá ń ṣiṣẹ́ ó fẹ́ di Wizkid Yorùbá ṣe ń wò mí ó fẹ́ di Mohbad ta ló pa Mohbad kí ló dé tí Sanwó-Olú ti sọ tí Sanwó-Olú máa fi lọ kò ní sọ ẹni tó pa Mohbad fún yín wọ́n mọ ẹni tó pa Mohbad Yorùbá wọ́n mọ ẹni tó pa Mohbad wọ́n bí Yorùbá gọọmẹ̀ntì àtọ́ bá pààyàn within 3 months a gbọ́dọ̀ mọ kéèsì yẹn kọ́dẹ̀ ti sentence ẹni tó pa yẹn kó lọ máa gbé ní prison a máa tọ́jú ẹ̀ àwọn prison ibẹ̀ ló máa kú sí. ìwọ tó fẹ́ràn Mohbad wọ́n pa Mohbad ó dẹ̀ sọ pé Nàìjíríà ṣì máa dá wọ́n pa odindi Chief Justice of Nigeria bí ògbọ́rí Uncle Bọ́lá Ìgè was killed in Ibadan ṣé Ọbásanjọ́ máa náwó ọmọ ọkùnrin tó pa ní Ọbásanjọ́ mẹ́rin tó pa ta bá fún ẹ Ọbásanjọ́ lọ́rùn ta fún ẹkùn ẹ̀ dáadáa ká bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìyàwó Mohbad gbọ́dọ̀ wà lẹ́wọ̀n kò lè sí lẹ́wọ̀n because nígbà táwọn ọba kan wà behind it àwọn olùṣì àwọn yẹn máa ń like kọ́kọ́ mo ti fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ àlùfàǹṣà àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké ló máa ń gbasi fún olórí burúkú ìyàwó ọmọ àlè pump bastard ẹni tó yẹ kó ti tì mọ́lé oríwọ̀ ọ̀dọ́ ìwọ tó yẹ kí gbogbo ẹ lé ju tèmi lọ I am 47 years old orí bí ṣe ń dán lára bí ṣe ń dán láwọ̀ I have enjoyed half of my year ayé tí mo ti gbé mo fẹ́ kó tẹ̀ gbé 1 year nínú ẹ̀ kó ní peace ó lè gbé nínú Nàìjíríà 27 years I've lived in the UK 27 years ó rò pé mọ̀ sí mi ò mọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà kò ní gbádùn mọ̀ sí mi mọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà ò lè gbádùn that's why she took me out September 1998 mo ti kúrò Nàìjíríà I left Nigeria September nígbà tó ti bí wọ tí màmá àti bàbá ọ̀ tó ti mọ̀ kó máa ṣe jìgìjìgì tó máa fi bí ẹ nígbà wọ́n bí ẹ ní 1999 so ìwọ ló máa ń sọ fún mi nísìnyí pé èmi tẹ̀mí sá kúrò Nàìjíríà ní 1998 ìwọ tó bí ní 1999 ó ṣe wá ń sọ fún ọmọ tó sá kúrò Nàìjíríà ní 1998 pé Nàìjíríà máa da sórí pórí òpè torí pé nǹkan kan ràn pẹ̀lú medulla oblongata ẹ̀. You were born in 1999. You are convincing me that Nigeria will be better. Kí ló mẹ́mi sá lọ ní 1998? Tèmi ò ṣe dúró. Tó bá yẹ pé Nigeria máa dá. Àìtí sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation nígbà yẹn o, kò tí sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation mọ́. But a kò mọ̀ pé Nigeria kò lè dá fún láíláí. Gbogbo ọmọ tí mo sì mi bí gbogbo wọn pátá ló kó lọ sí abroad. Last born wa Tokunbo UK lọ bí sí ní 1980. Ìgbà yẹn tó bá yẹ kó bí èmi náà ní 1978 lọ bí mi yẹn tó bá yẹ pé London lọ bí mi sí ni I would have been an automatic British citizen láì lọ máa dúró pé mo fẹ́ gbàwé. In tó mú mi pẹ́ ní UK ni pé mo rí ìwé gbà ní ìwé ní orí mi tí mò ń wọlé àwọn àǹtí ẹ̀ tó ì tí wá wọ̀ níwèé ni tó bá ti níwèé ní sàmà náà ń bọ̀ wá ṣọdún ẹni tó níwèé ló ń bọ̀ wá ṣọdún ló ń bọ̀ wá ṣojú ojúde ọba kọ́ ojúde ọba ní ẹni tó níwèé nígbà tó bá ti níwèé tán lọ máa ń mọ̀ báwọn fi wá ṣojúde ọba wà á kọ́kọ́ jà fún ìwé mọ́ sí mi máa ń ní ìwé lákọ̀ọ́bí ẹni tó níwèé ò lè máa sọ̀rọ̀ ojúde ọba wọ̀ bíbà bẹ́ẹ̀ kódà bíbà bẹ́ẹ̀ kú gan sa ní kọ́ sí òun sì ń wá ìwé lọ́wọ́ ọmọ àlè. Mo ò ní kó má lọ UK àní ká gba Yorùbá government ká wá sọ fún Britain pé tọ́ba bíbà bẹ́ẹ̀ dà tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ lọ UK kó sọ pé kó wá gba visa ó mọ iye tó ń pa lórí visa ní Nàìjíríà lójoojúmọ́ ni àwọn olórí burúkú gbogbo structure yẹn pátá ló gbọ́dọ̀ wálẹ̀ ara tí mò ń pè ní structure nìyẹn. O rò pé wọ́n mọ tó da ni wọ́n mọ tó da fáwa owó ọ̀fẹ́ yẹ kẹ́ rí nǹkan tó da èmi wá sọ fún wọn ọ̀dọ́ pé kó dìde kó jí má sùn kó jí gbogbo ẹ̀yin court kẹ àwọn àdáyìn gbogbo ilẹ̀ níbọn lọ́wọ́ ẹ tọ́jú ìbọn yẹn ẹ máa rí lò tá bá ti fẹ́ jáde ẹni tó bá ṣe wèrè fún yín kẹ fìbọn fọ́ lórí dànù kó máa bá owó lọ nìyẹn yìí tẹ̀ ń para yín kílẹ̀ ń para yín fún àwọn olóṣèlú Gbénga Daniel wá sọ ó sọ gbogbo Ògùn state ó sọ the cultism place òun gbádùn l'Ábùjá àwọn nǹkan máa pa yín àti senator Amosun gbogbo wọn lè níwọn àti Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún gbogbo wọn àwọn ló ń sponsor àwọn court gbogbo èèyàn ọmọ court yẹn èmi fẹ́ràn yín ẹ dúró dáadáa tí bàbá Kílè bá ti ní ká jáde gbogbo àwọn one private tó wà lọ́wọ́ yẹn kẹ ra búlẹ̀tì sí kẹ dúró sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ lẹ́yìn kẹ protect àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá nation sójà tó bá fẹ́ ṣe wèrè kẹ fáyẹ̀ àwo lọ nìyẹn kò ń ṣe ọmọ Yorùbá nation lẹ máa pa tí gbogbo àjọ máa gbádùn wàá gbádùn dáadáa bí Yorùbá policeman kó dé dúró torí pé òun VW àbí òun BMW àbí òun whatever tó bá fẹ́ gùn kódà wàá máa rí mọ́tò gbà á máa ṣe finance fún gbogbo yín lẹ máa rí mọ́tò tuntun lò gbogbo wọ́n bí anybody la kó gbé àlòkù mọ́tò wá láti Amẹ́ríkà ó ní láti lọ ra mọ́tò ní Amẹ́ríkà we will build our own cars gbogbo yín la máa fún níṣẹ́ a máa set up manufacturing torí gbogbo ilẹ̀ tó kọ̀ sùn jágbajàgba yẹn táwọn àríkọ̀ kan fi ṣe a máa set up manufacturing àkó gbogbo yín síbẹ̀ wọ́n mọ̀ nípa autopilot ó yá máa lọ build a plane build helicopter build this ṣe wọ́n ti ń ṣe díẹ̀díẹ̀ wọ́n rówó fi ṣe nì ìwọ wá ń sọ pé Nàìjíríà máa 1998 ni mo sá kúrò Nàìjíríà mo lọ gba visa fúnra mi ni kò ṣe pé wọ́n gbà fún mi a máa ń gba visa níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn ni mo lọ gba visa ní Àbújá yóò ṣì yẹn náà mo ti lọ gba visa ní 1998 September ni mo kúrò Nàìjíríà mo wọ Gatwick airport lálẹ́ ìwọ́sẹ̀ ìwọ́ tó bí ní 1999 wọ́n sọ fún mi ọmọ Ọláyọmí Kóìkì pé Nàìjíríà máa da níjà ọlọ́bí ẹ àwọn tó bí gan ní 1960 tó ń sọ fún pé Nàìjíríà máa da kò ní da fún gbogbo wọn látòkè délẹ̀ torí gbogbo wọn lọ gbádùn bàbá wó lọ́wọ́ èpè torí mo sọ fún yín torí àwọn bàbá tó sọ fún yín pé Nàìjíríà máa da yẹn ẹ wá sídìí gidi kẹ dàlú wọn lára ìkà nìyí ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ ń ṣe gbádùn làwọn gbádùn yìí gbogbo wọn pátá sórí ni wọ́n ọ̀dọ́ gbogbo àwọn bàbá burúkú yẹn àwọn Tinubu gbogbo wọn pátá olùsí ní gbogbo wọn látòkè àwọn Básanjọ́ gbogbo wọn kò ní da fún ìyá láyà wọn ó lè rí gbogbo wọn mọ̀ pé tílẹ̀ Yorùbá bá dúró tá a bá gba kọ́ńtì wa káyà pápápíà bá àṣà Ìgbòho òun lọ sókè nìyẹn wàá máa tẹ̀ sókè ó ní lọ́rọ́ jókòó sí ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì títí wàá lọ ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì lóòótọ́ wọ́n wá padà wá lé wàá wà lórí láptọ́ọ̀pù ẹ wàá máa ronú bó ṣe fẹ́ make owó lórí stock market wàá máa wo stock ẹ bó ṣe ń lọ sókè wàá máa wo bó ṣe fẹ́ design this bó ṣe fẹ́ design that bó ṣe fẹ́ manufacture this wò ilé nísìn London mo ti mú wá nísìn bó ṣe wà yìí kódà kò sí nǹkan tó bá fi yí mọ́ lára báyìí ó lè wà mẹ́ for 2 years kò ṣe fẹ́ẹ̀kì bí ìtàn ọmọ Ìgbò ló ń kó wá ìtàn sọ nìyẹn tó ń pè Yorùbá nation ẹ̀ka ẹ̀kọ́ Yorùbá nation gbẹgbẹgbẹrẹ sọ̀n kí ni kò yẹ ń bẹ̀ tó bá fẹ́ dógò mọ bó ṣe máa yí ẹni tó bá ń lé obìnrin ní campus yìí ò mọ bó ṣe máa lé ọmọ yẹn títí ni ẹ kò Kóìkì kí ló dé tí wọ́n ń pẹ́ báyìí ẹ ó máa ń pẹ́ because Nàìjíríà náà fi kú ó mọ̀ sórí Nàìjíríà mọ̀ kó tóun bá ti lọ ìwọ ọmọ Yorùbá ìwọ tó ń wò mí báyìí Gbénga Fẹ́mi, Bukola. Lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọmọ fine girls tó ń drive mọ́tò ní London. Fine. Tó bá lọ club ní London. Tó bá careful. Obìnrin máa mẹ́sẹ̀. Àfi tó bá tó wà lọ ní mọ́tò. Yáyáyáyáyá nínú òtútù. Ṣé ọmọ tó ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ nínú ilé yẹn? Tó bá jáde síta. Tó bá tẹ́ntẹ́ntẹ́. Brand new BMW. Ṣorí wo tó lọ wọ bus. O gbọ́dọ̀ ra yí sẹ́gbẹ́ ni o. Àwọn ọmọ yẹn wá ṣe fàájì ni wọn nídìí ọkùnrin. Ètò bá lẹ̀ nídìí ọkùnrin wa máa bá lọ́lé. Ẹ lọ ṣe jigijigi. Ìwọ ń ṣe jigijigi nínú ooru. Ṣó yẹ kí wọ́n máa ṣe jigijigi nínú ooru? Ẹni omi ò sùn sínú air condition rí láti sọ́tọ̀ ti fi ẹ. Owó mi báyìí nísìn. O mọ air condition ṣe rí lára. Bí Dubai ṣe gbóná tó yẹn, gbogbo ilé wọn pátá AC ló wà nínú ẹ̀. Tó bá ń ṣe jigijigi, ara wọn máa fresh. Òun kankan ní máa jáde. Gbogbo akọ́ máa lọ gẹ̀rẹ̀. Nínú campus ìdọ̀tí yẹn náà, campus tẹ́ ẹ̀ lómi ṣe bá ń rí. Gbogbo campus ń jágbajàgba tí sẹ́tẹ̀ẹ́nu sanitary pad. Gbogbo àdìjàgba ilẹ̀ máa dà káàkiri kò sómi. Báwo lẹ ṣe ń live? Koiki ṣáà jẹ́ kémi jápa ná. Mo ní kó má jápa. Àní ká gba country wa kílẹ̀ Oòduà kó dánmọ́rán. Kó tẹná sọ́kọ̀. Kó jókòó sí èmi láìkí mọ́tò mo láìkí ṣá. Kò sí mọ́tò tèmi ò láìkí. Wọ́n náà mọ mọ́tò tó láìkí. Sórí réǹjì tó ń wọ̀n ẹ̀gún yẹn, ò ní láti jalè, ò ní láti górí olórí. Wàá wọnú showroom. Wàá bẹ́ẹ̀ pé what job are you doing? I'm a scientist. Wàá wo pay slip ẹ. Pé lóòótọ́ òun ṣiṣẹ́, owó wọlé. Okay. Wọ́n tún máa offer ní mi. Wọ́n ní no range yẹn ni mo fẹ́. Sporty range yẹn. Wàláì wàá drive ẹ̀ kọjá wàá máa gbé lọ. Wàá dẹ̀ máa sanwó every month. Ọmọ Yorùbá ń gún kẹ̀kẹ́. Àwa ìran ọmọ aládé kò jẹ́ ká tẹ̀ accept pé kẹ̀kẹ́ tẹ máa ń gùn yẹn. Ìyẹn á máa lọ báyìí. Ìgbà míì tó bá débì kan báyìí, gbogbo akọ̀dàwó ni. Ó fi pa àwọn gọ́fúnà yẹn ọmọ wọn mọ̀ òtítọ́ olórí burúkú ni gbogbo wọn, àná olóṣì ni gbogbo wọn, láyé àtọ̀wọ́n olùṣì ni wọ́n, their bomb bastard olè ni wọ́n. Tó bá dàárọ̀ ní sí Sanwó-Olú á lọ sí church. Our Father who art in heaven. Sanwó-Olú ta ló pa Mohbad? Olórí burúkú Sanwó-Olú ta ló pa Mohbad ni mò ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Who kill Mohbad? Àwọn ọ̀dọ́ ti bi mí pé Koiki ò sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Mohbad. Ta ló pa Mohbad? Ta ló pa Mohbad? Afẹ́mi tó ẹ ti wù mí wọlé ní kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ fọ̀hún sínú prison. Ó lọ ṣe ọmọ àlè. Ẹ gbọ́ ọmọ kúrò lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Tí mò ń bá wà ní London ni tọ́pa Mohbad àti rí justice fún. Ìwọ náà rí bá ṣe ti ìkékeré máa dùn. Ẹ̀wọ̀n ló wà báyìí nísìn. Àti mọ́lé wèrè mọ́lé. Oúnjẹ tọ̀ìtọ̀ nínú prison nísìn. Má jẹ́ kó gbé ẹni mógùn kankan mọ́ àwọn olóṣèlú. Òun bẹ̀rù olóṣèlú. Má bẹ̀rù ẹ̀. Kò sí wọ́ọ̀ tó ń tán pera wọn. Àjọ máa kojú wọn ni. Èmi àti ẹ àjọ máa kojú wọn ni. But ìwọ náà gbọ́dọ̀ dúró dáadáa pé ọmọ Yorùbá ni ẹ́. Wà lọ dira dáadáa. Mo kí o gbẹ̀yìn èèyàn wa. Let's continue because mo fẹ́ kí broadcast yìí kó ju 2 hours lọ torí pé iṣẹ́ ṣì wà níwájú àdẹ̀tú rìnrìn àjò tó pọ̀ kọ́lọ́n wà pẹ̀lú wa. Mo kí bàbá wa Akíntóyè kọ́lọ́n bẹ lédùmarè kó bá wa dúró ti bàbá kó wà pẹ̀lú wọn. Ẹ̀mí gígùn àtàláfíà kó ṣe fún bàbá wa. Now ìwọ tó ní Nàìjíríà máa da àbí gbọ́n tí àgbà kò bá sọ.
President Tinubu needs to put his best foot forward to govern the country. If he does that, in 4 years, he can turn things around. But there's some critical things he would need to do. The first thing is to say, what's the constitution? If, for instance, me and my wife Lillian don't agree in our marriage of 55 years, then we can't do anything. So the first thing that President Tinubu would need to do is to ensure that Nigerians all agree to be one country.
Sorry, that message yẹn ìyẹn ni mo fẹ́ kí wọ ọ̀dọ́ tó jẹ́ Mùsùlùmí, ọ̀dọ́ tó jẹ́ Kristẹni, ọ̀dọ́ tó yẹ pé Ifá ló ń kọ́. Do we want to be one? Ṣé a fẹ́ jẹ́ ẹyọ kan? Àbọ̀ Koiki, àwọn leaders wa ló máa jẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà kó rí bó ṣe rí yan. Sórí tá bá ti ní good leader bí Ṣòwòrẹ́, orí ẹ̀ ó pé kí n má sọ nǹkan míì. Mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi triple DRS gbogbo Nottingham bó ṣe wà yẹn nísìn oníṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ wà òkè púpọ̀ nù yín ó yẹ kó ti máa dágbé ó lè dágbé because ilẹ̀ tí o fẹ́ gbé lórí ẹ̀ báwo lọmọ Èkó ṣe ń sá kúrò lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó lọ ń gbé ní ẹ̀yìn axis of Ìkòròdú àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò àwọn wá ń gbalẹ̀ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́ láàrin Èkó. Ìwọ ń wáṣẹ́ Dangote lọ sí Katsina ó lọ kó àwọn èèyàn wá kó wá báwọn lóko ṣé wọ́n níwọ̀ ọmọ kóró ni. Do we want to be one? Ṣé a fẹ́ jẹ́ ẹyẹ kan? Mo kí bàbá wa Délé Ayẹni. Àwọn tẹ̀pẹ́tẹ̀dọ̀ ní àbẹ́pẹ́ because Ayẹni family ní grandma mi náà. Bàbá kan wà lọ́nà fọ́nrún kẹ́ bàbá yẹn ní ṣìgìdì owó Papa SL Edu ní grandma mi náà lọ́nà fọ́nrún kẹ́ mi bàbá yẹn ní ṣìgìdì owó. Nàìjíríà ló pa gbogbo businesses àwọn bàbá olówó yẹn. Mo kí Rahim Abbas. Ìtí Nàìjíríà ti ṣe fún Yorùbá a gbọ́dọ̀ forgive ẹ̀ débi pé a gbọ́dọ̀ strangulate ká fún lọ́rùn pa kó fi kú. Gbogbo structure àwọn bàbá SL dùn yẹn nísìn ó ti MKO gan tẹ̀ gbogbo ní gbogbo structure tó níwà. Business MKO lérò ló ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́ nísìn. Iná òwú ọkọ̀ bójú wẹ̀yìn báyìí kó wo. Ṣé o mọ̀ pé Concord newspaper ó máa ń dé sí London láràárọ̀? Níbo ni structure yẹn wà lẹ́nìí? Àwọn Fúlàní destroy gbogbo ẹ̀. Ẹ wá náà ń gbọ́ Dangote. Who the hell is Dangote? Who the hell is BU ìkejì Dangote? Àwọn monopoly olùṣe lórí burúkú. Gbogbo structure yìí la máa destroy. Ẹni máa kú ló máa kú, ẹni tó máa yè ló máa yè láàrin gbogbo wa. A máa fún gbogbo yín lọ́rùn pa nínú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Àfi tẹ́ bá accept pé Yorùbá country lẹ fẹ́. Tẹ́ bá náà fẹ́ Yorùbá country gbogbo tán pè ní Dangote máa destroy. Pátá. Òyìn lórí ìsìnjì. Ó kù díẹ̀. Tálákà kò ní kankan tó fẹ́ lose. Ṣẹ́ra wa àwọn ò ní kankan tá fẹ́ lose. Bọ́ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá yẹn ẹ̀yin gan ní gbádùn ẹ̀ mọ̀. Ó kù díẹ̀. Wọ́n mọ̀ pé tí bàbá Akíntóyè bá ti ní ká jáde, that is the end. Yorùbá country ni. Kò sí Yorùbá country, kò sí Nàìjíríà. Tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá fún wa ní Yorùbá country, kò sí Nàìjíríà. Nílé ìjókòó sínú House of Assembly. Mo ní gbogbo ẹ̀ pátá everywhere we go down. Everywhere we shut down ni kò sí nǹkan kan tó máa ṣiṣẹ́. So better, ìyẹn ló ṣèlú tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń sọ pé ẹ̀yin lẹ́ máa ṣe election 2027. A máa ṣe jàǹbá fúnra wa bóyá ṣe máa rí nìyẹn. Ṣẹ́ni ní wèrè lórí, wèrè pọ̀ lọ́wọ́ tiwa náà. Àwọn ọmọ kan wà nọ́ọ̀sì wọn ni, à ń nọ́ọ̀sì wọn lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Àwọn kan tẹ̀ tí bínú kí ẹ fuck off. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ti sú wa jàre, rojọ́ lórí. Sọ fún bàbá Akíntóyè kò ní ká jáde. Kẹfì tó kù sílẹ̀ fún wa. A ti ní kí wọ́n máa wálé padà sí London. Fi sílẹ̀ nínú nínú àjọ máa wà lórí ẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà ọ̀fun. Gbogbo Atlantic yẹn. Gbogbo ẹ̀ la máa ẹnì kankan ní gbádùn ẹ̀ ní gbogbo wa. Kò sẹ́ni kankan tó máa gbádùn anywhere. Èkó tẹ̀tẹ̀ ń lọ yẹn, nobody will enjoy anything. Tá a bá ti jọ gbádùn ẹ̀. Wọ́n lò ṣe. Akówó wa ẹ̀ lọ gbádùn. Kówó owó ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Wọ́n jí góòlù, jí resources wa. Ìgbà tí ìwọ tó ní láka, ó mọ resources tó ń jí nínú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lójoojúmọ́. Chinese ń ṣe tiẹ̀, Indian ń ṣe tiẹ̀ pa. India, wà tó wà ló fẹ́ lọ sí Indian. Àwọn èèyàn tún máa ní kò ní da fún Nàìjíríà. Ìwọ fẹ́ lọ sí India, wọ́n béèrè pé dọ́kúmẹ́ǹtì ẹ̀dà India. Nígbà tí mo sì tèmi ná Bombay, wọ́n máa ń bẹ̀ wọ́n ni. Bomb bastard all over the place. Ìgbà tá a mọ value ara wa, tá a bá mọ value ara wa ni. But àwọn olóṣèlú ò ní jẹ́ kẹ́ mọ value ara yín. Ìyẹn lè ṣe ń béèrè agbákòbá pé do we want to be one? Because the question tá a kọ́kọ́ láti béèrè ni pé do we want to be one? Ṣáfẹ́ jẹ́ yọkan. Kò ń ṣe dandan náà. Kò ń ṣe dandan ni pé ká jẹ́ wọ́n Nàìjíríà náà. Kò ń ṣe dandan. Wọ́n Nàìjíríà ò exist tẹ́lẹ̀ náà. So kí la wá fẹ́ para wa fún wọ́n Nàìjíríà? Mo ní gbogbo structure yẹn la máa destroy pátápátá látòkè délẹ̀. Gbogbo structure yẹn àfi tẹ́ bá fún wa ní Yorùbá country. So ìwọ ọ̀dọ́ má bẹ̀rù. Ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn ọmọ court ẹ má bára yín jà ní. Ilẹ̀ bára yín jà fún. Ẹ bára yín jà. Ẹ pera yín jọ. Ẹ ra gbó dáadáa sílé. Kẹ̀dẹ̀ ra oúnjẹ sílé. gbogbo àwọn weapon ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ ní weapon àwọn àpárọ̀ fún wa jàre ẹ polish àwọn weapon yẹn kẹ́ kó sẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ́ kẹ́ máa wò lẹ̀ tó bá náṣọ Yorùbá nation lọ táṣọ Yorùbá nation kó tẹ̀ síwájú tó bá ti ní ká jáde ládùúgbò ẹ̀yẹn bá máa defend àwọn tó wà ń bẹ̀ bá protect wọn tí ọmọ Fúlàní wéèrè torí ọmọ Fúlàní máa jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá wéèrè torí ò pé táwọn èèyàn ń ṣe rally tó náà fẹ́ attack wọn gbà sí fún Awólọ nìyẹn torí orí ò pé wàá máa sọ fún pé ṣé ilẹ̀ bá ṣé bíbá jẹ́gẹ́ bí Sókótó ọmọ Ìgbò tó wá fẹ́ gbà sí fún orí ò pé nìyẹn ẹ má bára yín jà ẹ má para yín mọ̀nà báwo lọmọ Yorùbá àti ọmọ Yorùbá ṣe máa para wọn má para yín mọ́ máa bọ olóṣèlú lọ́lọ́pàá fún ẹ kò sí kankan tó lè ọ̀fà they are criminals ṣe múra yín lẹ́yọ kan kẹ ṣọ́ra yín pọ̀ báyìí ní gbogbo state tẹ wà ẹ má àtàkàrà yín ní yunifásitì lọ sí Amẹ́ríkà kò ní da fún bàbá ẹ Dáramọ́lá Peter onínà yìí go lead the fight àbí bàbá ẹ ò ní ṣoríire ìyá tó bí ẹ ò ní ṣoríire ọmọ àlè olórí burúkú ọmọ Fúlàní kò ń ṣe ọmọ Yorùbá olórí burúkú ọmọ àlè kick you out na yìí go lead the fight ó lè ṣe olórí burúkú àwọn tó yẹ pé spam tó fi bí ó yẹ kó ti dispose ẹ bí a condom tó ń lò yẹn ló já lọ fi bí olórí burúkú ẹlòmíì wọn kàn bí yín bíbí wèrè lọ bí ara àwọn tá à ń sọ ṣẹlẹ àwọn tá à ń sọ nìyẹn irú àwọn tẹ máa nà pa nìyẹn tásìkò bá tó torí pé bó ṣe pé rẹ Dáramọ́lá yẹn nísìn tó bá pàdé ẹ nínú rally wàá nà pa pẹ̀lú oògùn olórí burúkú ọmọ àlè bomb bastard na yìí go lead mo fẹ́ lead ni mo wá lè ni mo ṣe jókòó sí London olóṣì olórí burúkú ọmọ òfò àwọn ọmọ ọ̀ràn kíran àwọn ọmọ ìyálógì nísìn ò lè rán yín lọ sí school mọ́ bàbá lógì ò lè rán yín lọ sí school mọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ ìyálógì sì máa rán ọmọ lọ sí school lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àdúgbò nísìn gbogbo àwọn ìyálógì sórí Instagram ò lè sórí wọ́n ti yọ ọ̀rọ̀ mi fáyà ní sórí we remove some of your content message even though pé Yorùbá ni mo ń sọ àwọn olùṣọ́ lórí burúkú gbogbo àwọn ayélujára máa dé pẹ̀lú torí gbogbo structure wọn nínú Nàìjíríà a máa dé pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn Instagram Facebook gbogbo wọn pátá ó kù díẹ̀ gbogbo ọ́fíìsì yẹn gbogbo pátá ó kù díẹ̀ ẹ máa control online sórí offline yẹn àwa la máa ní nígbà tá a bá ti jáde fún rally online ẹ̀yin lẹ ní but offline àwa la ní ìwọ tó bá ń bá wọn ṣiṣẹ́ tá a bá jáde tán kó má yẹ kórí ẹ a máa fi fàgbọn àti Instagram àti Facebook àti YouTube gbogbo wọn pátá ó kù díẹ̀ àwa wá àwọn tó máa bá wa develop new platform fáwọn ọmọ Yorùbá na yìí go lead olùṣọ́mọ àlè are we one mú kẹjàre Gani Olóyèdè Azeez mú kẹ ànípẹ́ parí ètò torí iṣẹ́ pọ̀ fún wọn lẹ́nu gbóhùn sókè Agbákòbá.
You recall that Bola Ige asked those two questions. Do we want to be one?
Uncle Bola Ige béèrè, do we want to be one? Kò kúkú ṣe dandan ní ká bí one. Nàìjíríà kọ́ ló máa jẹ́ the last country tó máa pín láyé. Ṣé tó bá rò pé Nàìjíríà ò ní pín lórúkọ Jésù wèrè? A ní kẹ́yẹ́ máa pe Jésù tẹ́ bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Torí orí Jésù pé jù wọ́n lọ. Nàìjíríà ò ní pín inshallah ọ̀dẹ̀. Mo kẹ́jàre voltage. Àwọn ọmọ òfò bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn ọmọ ọ̀ràn kí àwọn kan ṣe mọ́ Yorùbá ọmọ òfò. Spam ẹ̀rọ kan ti dispose ẹ̀ sínú igbó kó ti jẹrà mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹlòmíì nú wọn rẹ́pù yẹ́ ẹ̀ ní o. Púpọ̀ náà àwọn tó bí sílẹ̀ Yorùbá àwọn Fúlàní yẹn wọ́n rẹ́pù ya wọn ní o. Oyún oríṣiríṣi ló ti gbé wọlé Yorùbá. We don't know who is who. À ń sọ̀rọ̀ náà wa, ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ òfò. Do we want to be one? I am asking you. Okay, I don't agree with you. Okay, I am now asking you. Do we want to be one? Mo kí bàbá mi Bóyè Làgbà. Bóyè Làgbà. Rufai. Do we want to be one? 60 million Yoruba people don't want to be one with one Nigeria anymore. So why is that a crime? Koiki, have you consulted your senator? You don't go better for that senator. Do you know that even as it stands today, Tinubu is giving them more money than before? All those senators, constituency projects, constituency allowance, worth billions of naira. That's why they can buy bulletproof car and have enough security. But while some of you are living as it is, Moki Babawa Mutiu, Moki Awa Stella, Moki Momsimi, Moki Aziz Badeshiri, Moki Koikimedia team. Benny Fulani Bagubu Leje Pata, Moki Babami Oluwole Osho, Latikiti, Moki Dada, Eshigoni, Ekwadroti. Moki Awa Taiwo, Kikefa Somi, Mofitoto, Mofiki, Babawa Lukman, Kilami, Moki Yon, Ọlọ́run náà kí gbogbo yín o. Àṣeyọrí la máa ṣe o, àníṣàṣetì. Mo kí ní Côte d'Ivoire. Bonjour, bonjour, comment t'appelles-tu? Je m'appelle Yomi. Ibi tí mo mọ̀ dé náà nìyẹn. Ọlọ́run tó nílẹ̀ Yorùbá gbà fún wa. Bọ̀káwa náà ká máa sún àsùnpara. Mo kí ẹ dáadáa. The voice is not clear. Kí ló dé tó clear? Ìyẹn náà la ṣe ní external mic. Bí ọ̀dọ̀ yín ni o, Mr. Abdul Basit Rabiu, wọ́n ní kò clear. Ẹnìkan dẹ̀dẹ̀ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Torí ìwọ tó máa ń wá síbẹ̀ tó bá ní ebi ń pa ẹ́, ebi yẹn ló máa pa ẹ́ kú. Ebi yẹn ló máa pa ẹ́ kú tó bá lọ báwọn olóṣèlú ọmọ àlè. Tó bá ti ní kó wá dìbò ní sọ lórí burúkú rẹ̀ ló máa kọ́kọ́ ní kó fóun ní 5,000 kóun ṣe bẹ̀. Gbogbo àwọn fake account ẹ máa fi wá ń tọrọ owó ní bíbá ẹ̀ ní ṣóríire bó ṣe wá tọrọ owó ní bíbá yẹn tó bá lọ báwọn olóṣèlú bomb pastor we block you out. Olùṣe lórí burúkú wọn lọ ti lọ create fake account. Ọmọ Ìgbò gan lè wà lábẹ́. Àwa gbé picture ọmọ Yorùbá sọ pé rẹ̀ ní tìmí lẹ́yìn. Lọ bá ṣèbọn Ifẹ̀ ló wà, lọ bá kábíyèsí náà, ṣé mi ni kábíyèsí ni, lọ bá Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀ tó fún ẹ lóúnjẹ ẹdẹ bí bá ń pa kó lọ sí palace kẹlẹ ọjọ́ níbẹ̀ ò ní ṣoríire. Ògùn láfàyè máa pa yín ni. Ẹni tẹ́bí bá ń pa ẹ lọ sọ́dọ̀ Aláàfin kẹ lọ jẹun, kẹ lọ sọ́dọ̀ Àwùjalẹ̀ kẹ lọ jẹun, kẹ lọ bá ogun wọn níbẹ̀. Àwọn fúnyàn lówó ní bíbá. Bá ṣe máa gbára wa sílẹ̀ làwa ń ṣe níbà. Richard Alaba èèyàn yìí ilé máa á gbé mọ́tò á lọ sí ìlú ẹ̀ á lọ bá wọn ṣe rálì. Kò sẹ́ni tó ń fún lówó. Kò sẹ́ni tó ń fún lówó. Mo kí ẹ, mo dẹ̀ kí Yẹmí Fátókì, mo kí gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n mi lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n tó yẹ pé àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n yìí tó yẹ pé nígbà táwa wà ní phase 2, àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n yìí tó bá wú ẹ̀tàn báyìí, wọ́n dẹ̀ mú gbogbo bàjẹ́, wọ́n destroy gbogbo ẹ̀. Kò ń ṣàyìn tẹ́wà lórí YouTube, àwọn tó wà lórí Facebook ni mo bá wí pé kìíní Miki Mr. Taofik. Wọ́n mú gbogbo bí ilé-iṣẹ́, ìwọ náà wo ẹ̀gbọ́n tó wà ládùúgbò ilé-iṣẹ́ ti bàjẹ́. If iṣẹ́ wo nìyàn fẹ́ ṣe tẹ́ ní need electricity tó gbọ́dọ̀ constant 24/7. You need that electricity. Bó o tẹ agree pẹ̀lú mi fọ pé o fẹ́ gba Yorùbá nation, ṣé Nàìjíríà ṣiṣẹ́? Koiki ó sì máa ní ọdún mélòó? I am 47 years old. Out of my 47 years, mo gbé ní UK for 20. Do you know what is 27 years? I don't think some of you know the number. 27 years ni mo fi gbé ní UK. 47 ni mo ṣe pé 47 ni last month. In another 3 years, kí mi wá dúró kí Tinubu kí ó fi ṣèjọba ẹ̀ ní ṣoríire gbogbo yín tẹ́ bá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o. So tí bá wá pé 50 màá tí wá jókòó sí bíbá. So ọ̀fẹ́ kẹ́mi náà ṣiṣẹ́ kankan kí máa wá sí bíbá kí n jókòó at 50 years old. Mo kí ẹ Mr. Dare, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin Celestia. Àdúrà wa máa gbà. In 3 years from now, I will be 50 years old. Jẹ́ ká parí gbogbo tó wà nílẹ̀ ká in tó bá máa bàjẹ́ kó bàjẹ́. Ká reset button. I have lived in the UK. 27 years of my life in the UK. 15 years ni mo fi ń wá ìwé. Remove 27 from 15 years. 15 years I could not leave the airport láti lọ sí the other side. Omo bí tó ti máa ń check in. Tí yàn bá rí gbogbo fídíò tí mo ṣe ń ṣe nínú airport mi sí. For 15 good years mo mọ bí inú airport ṣe rí níta. Mo mọ bí ta ṣe rí. Mo ń drive àwọn èèyàn lọ sí airport. But bí inú ilé ṣe rí mo mọ̀. Ìgbà tí mo gbà wílé mi náà ṣe fídíò bí mo rí picture mi. 15 years I could not travel out of the UK. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kí tẹ̀yin tẹ̀ṣẹ̀ débẹ̀ rí bẹ̀ nísìnyí o. Ẹ tètè rí ìwé yín gbà lágbára Ọlọ́run. Gbogbo ẹni tó wà wé l'Amẹ́ríkà ní Canada. Kò ń ṣe èyí tó jáde tó náà Yorùbá leader. Kò sẹ́ni kankan tó ń jẹ́ Yorùbá leader tó ń wá asylum. Fake nìyẹn o. Ìyẹn kàn fi Yorùbá nation. Ó fi ń ṣe gimmick kó òun wá òun ni leader. Kó ń gbọ́ ló ti jẹ́ leader. Leader wọn o. Tí gbogbo paper gbé jáde ní last week. Mo rí lórí burúkú ọmọ Aisha ọmọ òfò ayé ẹ̀ máa bàjẹ́ ni. To bring back our girls olórí burúkú. So the Yoruba people leader is now claiming asylum. Come back home. Only right láti claim asylum. Orúkọ tó bá dẹ̀ wùyàn nìyàn jẹ́ lẹ́yìn òdi. But kò ń ṣe Yorùbá nation leader. I am not against anybody outside claiming an asylum or whatever. Èmi náà jà kí n tó gbàwé mi ni. Kò ṣe tán, look, ìtọ́ mọ̀ mi jà fún 15 years kó tó fún mi níwèé kò ṣe máa ròyìn. Inú ìwé mi lẹ ti máa ka gbogbo ètò kù. Òwa ní kèmi máa jà pàfẹ́ gba country nísìn. Orí ọ̀pẹ nìyẹn. Okay, UK ò ṣe fẹ́ mi níwèé nígbà tó mọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà mo ti wá and wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn ní relationship tó da pẹ̀lú Nàìjíríà and I'm a Commonwealth citizen. Mọ̀mísí mi dẹ̀ ń gbé ní UK, àbúrò mi wà ní UK, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi wà ní UK. Mo ní relationship ní UK, at least mo ní family tie ní UK. Bó ṣì take mi ní 15 years, àwa fẹ́ gba Yorùbá nation wá ló ti pẹ́. I don't think some of you understand what we are fighting for. Ó ti pẹ́, Koiki ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ti pẹ́ jù, kí ló dé tó fẹ́? Kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Rugi Giant. Wàá máa rí ṣe ni. Yoruba freedom, mo kí. Lórí YouTube àti padà. Àwọn ọmọ yín ló pè wọlé, ẹ má bínú. Mo kí Mr. Fọlábí Ọládẹ̀jọ. Mo like Rumble yìí ṣá. Ó fún mi ní that kind of view that I love. So it's like their own studio. Ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ wa lórí Koikimedia. Àwọn ọmọ yín ló pè wọlé láti London. Mo kí sister mi Newcastle, mo kí ẹ̀yin ti Manchester, mo kí àwọn ọmọ Biafra. We love you and we pray for your leaders, Nnamdi Kanu and also Simon Ekpa. And I pray that things will work out within the movement of your government. I know there's a lot of issues going on, but the Fulanis and Tinubu is the one in charge. Tinubu is the one destroying Biafra movement. And in Yoruba, the man Koiki, please don't get involved with Biafra. No, I will get involved with Biafra because as long as Biafra wants to go, we must be involved. I'll open the phone line for a few minutes about it since Instagram took us off. At least as in one ton law. Instagram is very biased. So happy Sunday. Maybe one or two people just want to say a quick shout out before we start. Cherry, what is your Moki OLAKUNLE? Why do you think I did not give up when I was fighting for my documents? No, she give up. Because I don't need a visa anymore. The moment I have my right to live in the UK, I don't need a fucking visa. I'm America. Fuck. But as Yoruba people, we don't like those kind of. But Bami Benjamin Adumati, this man is many of you are very loyal to me. Wọ́n ní Koiki, ó náà ń bọ̀ ní Germany. Mo ní máa bọ̀, ilé tó máa dé sí wà. Mo máa dé láìpẹ́, ẹ̀rọ kò mí ṣe wà l'Áfíríkà. You know, I have access to a lot of things now, and I'm very grateful. Eshigoni Babawa Rufai. I just want everybody to have a better life. That's all. We cannot have that better life in Nigeria, whether you agree with us or not. I want you to at least enjoy 1 year of the kind of life, even without papers. Imagine I was living in the UK without papers. I was not documented for 15 years. I was having my case with immigration. So when some of you are saying, what about people that marry Igbo and Hausa? They will go through immigration and we will give them, you know, what we call resident permit. We will not give them a Yoruba passport straight away. No. You think people that your uncle will be Igbo where they send goods from Germany. They're not giving paper now, German passport, but they give them resident where they use come Nigeria, bring all these goods, come Nigeria, come they sell and look. All these, you know, all this bangolo. If Nigeria was good, Igbo people should be developing with better industry. They are industrialized people as well, like Yorubas. Why do I need to bring, you know, second-hand kettle from Germany? Second-hand this, second-hand that. When we can produce and build a brand new product and brand it as Biafra, Odudua, Arewa, and it doesn't matter if the video says an Igbo. Why are you worried about that? It can be Igbo, it can be Hausa. What matters is, the video cross our line, we will destroy everything the video. Yeah. And I mean it. If the video cross our line, perfect by Yoruba nation, it will have to be destroyed. Because the video father is part of Nigeria. He worked with Abacha. The video dad made his money from Abacha government. Yeah. So let's not worry if the video says from Igbo land, it's his problem, not our problem. Then, despite we have paper, our sales don't come home, Nigeria is not good. Eshigoni, our stellar. We have people, you see Yoruba now, people will dress up, especially from America, but they didn't have papers before. Now that they have papers, they'll come for Yoruba, and after 2 days, everybody's gone back to their base in America. And the Jebu becomes dead for another 1 year. That is not a better way moving forward. So as we're going to be wrapping up this program, I greet you all in the name of Oludumare. I greet you all in the name of whatever you worship. Our freedom is in our hand. It's not in the hands of anybody. And as we wait for our leader, Mukia Sparklizi, Mr. Shino, if I will mention your name, Mr. Adeyemi Olayemi, you were the first to comment, Mukina Gege, Babawa Olawale Jibono, Prophet Ilekun Ayo, and all our fathers in the Lord. I love Baba Deboye, I love all these our fathers and our mother, but I call them out so that they know what to do. Moki Mr. Jadi, Ismaila. We will get to our destination, but it is not going to be an easy ride. Peter Oladele Shigonio, Egbomidada. Thank you for your love and for your money you gave me last month. Emagba support you. Remember to support us because without funding, owó tí yàn kan fún mi lánàá 40,000. Àárọ̀ yìí ní ṣe mo ti send ẹ̀ sí ẹni tó fi gbà yàwó ẹ̀. Because ó ti di emergency. Kò ṣe pé mi náà need owó yẹn. That is how life is. Ìjọ́ la máa ṣe gbogbo yẹn dà. I had to send the money because we need to move the baby and the man, which is the father, out of Ondo State to another state for security. Wọ́n gbà yàwó ẹ̀, wọ́n tún nà. Right there, that government should be there to take care of the situation. There are many crises. In London, government intervene, government look after both sides, and whatever of it will be sentenced or whatever will be settled amicably. And to me 40,000 TJ, or for me 40,000. I have sent it this morning. The first thing I did this morning was sent out that 40,000. I need 40,000 yen. If you know the family me to me buy anything, if I for me 40,000 yen, you know what I do. We can't continue like this. Could it possible? It is not possible. Viable. We cannot continue like this. Government should be there for that family. Government. Do you know how many people are living better life because government is the one taking care of the problems as Nigerians? And these are the people that are fighting against Yoruba country that we're asking for. Mukiba Victor Ajile Ekabo. So let's understand what we are talking about. It's not because we hate Tinubu. We love Tinubu. Look at the letter Baba wrote to Tinubu. You will see he mentioned love. But here Tinubu ni fawa. Moki Antewa Lori Twitter, Instagram. At least we still have one Instagram running. Then you Gumala Biodun. Aisha Yusuf is allegedly a Nigerian agent, bomb bastard criminal. I have lived at least, even as somebody that doesn't have document for 15 years, I live without fear in the UK. From 1998, work it out for 15 years, I was still living a better life. I had the privilege to drive because I had a driver license. So that gave me the access to move around without any hindrance that I didn't have a document. Because as long as you have a full driver license and your car is insured, I was able to drive around and explore UK for 15 years until my document now arrived. And as soon as my document arrived, I was moving like a very fast pace. Running business, I had a shop. I remember somebody wrote an article, another politician agent, that the shop they may register in 2006. Do you understand that? Bomb bastard Yoruba people, Olori Buruku, Omwali, Tokwe, journalist. When I read that article, I was just laughing. Some of them say, oh, Koiki, we know where you are living in the UK. And what the fuck? If you know where I'm living in the UK, you think we're scared. We're walking around the clock. You think I am scared? Sometimes I see some of their comments. Koiki, we know where you're living in the UK. You know where we're living in the UK. You think I'm hiding where I'm living in the UK. I don't think you know who we're dealing with. Confirm Omo Jebode. Mani ko gbe gbogbo òòṣà tó bẹ ní Jẹ̀bú jáde. Ẹlòmíì nínú gbogbo family yín wọ́n ní rí gbogbo generation yín pátápátá wọ́n ní rí mọ́. Owó ló máa jẹ kò ní jàgbàdo. Gbogbo ilé làwa ti prepare fún. You think you can threaten me? Threaten me, I will threaten you back. With Yoruba ìṣẹ̀ṣe. Kò sọ̀rọ̀ Jésù àti Mohammed ní nǹkan tí máa lò fún yín. Ìṣẹ̀ṣe gidi ni máa lò fún yín. Ìṣẹ̀ṣe ni máa lò pẹ̀lú yín. Kò ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ Jésù àti Mohammed. Àwọn tó máa bá mi lò yẹn, wọ́n máa bá mi gbàdúrà yẹn. Ẹ ní ṣoríire. Mo kí ẹ ìtùnú báńkì girama dáadáa. Ọlánìpẹ̀kun plenty mo kí ẹ. Adex, kọ́mọ ti fẹ́ parí ètò yìí. Well, flag is just maybe the network. And my African network is not as stable. Mr. Deyemi Oluwole Mukinyi, let's watch on YouTube. It is terrible political stance to create a political structure devoid of dialogue. Ejeka dialogue. The network is not good. Okay, come on, but switch around because I had one who was running background, but there at the beginning, yeah. But the network should be stable now because I am not seeing any glitch on my end. And sometimes it could be, okay, really bad low turning be bad. Laptop yẹn ni. Laptop tí mo ń lò yẹn ni kò gbádùn. And I think when you have too many things open as well, sometimes when it's like that, I could switch around to another platform. But I'm really working later. Laptop meaning. And because I'm using multiple, I'm going to upload to Fumiko. I'll not give you the upload I have. So it's the upload. And I'm uploading this video now because I'm going live. So it takes, every one of them is dragging it. Facebook Mayotier, YouTube Mayotier, Instagram Mayotier. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 phones. I have multiple devices to turn on and I have the laptop. So, you know, it's not like the internet in the UK that has so many uploads. In the UK, my upload is very good because I'm paying extra. But in Africa, we have to manage. But at least we're still live. So if a platform is not stable for you, switch another platform and watch it from there. So I can't go further than this because it's just a quick Sunday broadcast. It's 2 hours on the dot. I mean, if we want to, maybe.
It's not by force.
It's not by force.
If we want to be one, how?
If we want to be one, how? Olóṣèlú sá fún yẹn, ẹ wá ń bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ election 2027. Orí gbogbo yóò tí pé election kọ́, election ni a ní. Ẹ ń sọ̀rọ̀ election, àwa ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé báwo la ṣe fẹ́ lọ, ẹ ń sọ̀rọ̀ election. Ọ̀rọ̀ election kan ló wà nílẹ̀ o. Ẹ má gbàgbé kẹ́ donate fún wa, kẹ́ support wa so that kí iléeṣẹ́ ìkó lè máa tẹ̀síwájú. We love you, we appreciate everyone, and that is how far we can go this morning. Shout out to those that are silent listeners and anonymous. I know you're there. Doesn't matter whether you say you are not there. I sometimes do it as well. I don't want them to know I'm on that space. You click anonymous. People are watching with fake account. It's normal. Moki Gugu Biafra. Along we need to and you know, God of the Igbo land will secure both Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu from the current state that they are. They are not terrorists, okay? They are not terrorists. They just want the same thing that we want. No, they want the same thing. No, maybe we should have just let them go in 1967. Maybe. But no more Ola. Ema ekatu ba enije tori Ola. Because to ba ye pe ati allow àwọn Biafra ko lọ ní 1967. Àwa Obama wà ní institution yìí, but àmọ́ náà ni. Now that we know our fight should not be against the Biafra. We can fight the Igbo that doesn't want to go. But the Biafra that wants to go, we have no reason to fight them. They want to go, let them go. Ijaw people wants to go, we let them go. Hausa wants to go, we let them go. Oduduwa wants to go, we let everybody go their separate ways. It's as simple as that. Shikini. And that is how far I can go. Mokini Turkey, Mokini Greece. Do by 2. Stop wasting your time. Hey, it's in the country go energy them born here bloody wasting your time. Go see Yoruba nation country. Anywhere in the world. I am telling you this, I am a journalist. Document Fabuni. Ìyàwó ènìyàn fúnra rẹ̀ nísìn ó hide káàkiri ni kò lè gbójú ẹ̀ síta níbi tó wà pọ̀ bíbà bẹ́ẹ̀ dà kó jáde pé àdúgbò báyìí ni mo wà ìyẹn ni wọ́n wá jókòó tí ló ń sọ pé a ti gba country kọ́ country ẹ gba country ní custom Nàìjíríà wà ní Benin Republic ọlọ́pàá Nàìjíríà ló operate ẹ náwó Nàìjíríà ó dà pé orí ẹ ti ní mental problem don't pass that. And that's how far we can go this morning. Thank you so much for listening. Share the program and tell others that the only obstacle is that the politicians do not want you to be free. And that's why they're campaigning again for 2027. One more way, if Nigeria goes into that dissolution and everybody has their country, things will be far better than what it is today. Nothing is going to work. Thank you so much all the way from South Africa. And wherever you're watching and listening, may God bless us and may God bless all and every one of us within wherever we are. Soon, it will become reality. Very, very soon. And like I said yesterday, our spirit, mind, and body must not shake at all. Thank you so much. Benny, it is because of the petrol, that is why they don't want Al Biafra to go. And there are far better things that can be used for revenue than just petrol. So I pray that the Biafra will continue to have the strength, just like we are also doing. Whatever we do, we will wait for Baba Kitoye to give us that voice and the trumpet. Happy Sunday, Elewalogbo, Pastor Jerry, and all other pastors across the board. It's 9:29, 8 June 2025 on the Koikimedia Network. A very good morning.